another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. Hello. Hello there, my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, my tea leaf readers, my tea baggers, and my tea biscuits, honey. What's going on? What is your tea, darling? It's another glorious day, babies, and I know you got all of your crumpets together because, darling, it's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. What's tea, baby? What's tea? Honeys, listen, we are about to get into a few things up in here today, honey. It's been an interesting 7 days since we were last here with you, okay? And yes, child, I am going through a few things, honey. It has just been very interesting what has transpired and carrying on up in these parts of the world, honey. I'm gonna get into that a little later because I'm going to share with you guys the promo video that we did that was put together with this press conference that we had done. And now listen, for those of you who are Facebook savvy, I need to know something, honey. I'm having problems uploading videos and pictures and stuff on my accounts. I've not been blocked. I can't do it on my computer, but I can do it through my phone. Does anybody know what that is? I've been trying to go into my settings to find out if there's something wrong with my settings and if I have to do whatever, but I'm not finding anything, and this is starting to piss me off because some of the stuff I'm trying to upload, the files are like too big to be on my phone, and I don't want to have to keep all this on my phone and try to upload it and then have to remove it. It's becoming cumbersome. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that. But in any event, honey, we're going to get to the bottom of it. I'm thinking, God help me, I am thinking that during the time I did something at my job, they may have done something at my job with my business account, and because my business account is hooked to my personal account, it may have switched over and affected my personal account as well. So that's what I'm going to look into, but I hope not. But there is that. Today, darling, today, I titled today's show, "My Gifts Will Speak for Themselves," honey, because listen, we're going to do something a little bit differently, honey. Today, I have two people coming on, and we're going to get into the whole idea of understanding your spiritual gifts today, darling. Now, let me put this proviso here right now, because any of you who are very traditional Christians and carried on and want to go up all into whatever y'all want to go into about, oh my God, and oh Lord, and y'all know how y'all do. With, this is witchcraft, this is demonic spirits, or this is this is that. I'm not entertaining any of that today, okay? So I'm letting you know now, this is your time to exit. As a matter of fact, wait a minute, let me run a banner. I'm going to run a banner at the bottom throughout this because I'm not, No, we're not going to do none of that. We're going to have it scroll at the bottom. Okay. What am I going to say? This show is about spiritual gifts. Okay. Oops, wait a minute. One of the things about laptops is that I rest my wrists on this on the tablet or whatever. You're supposed to type like this so that it doesn't get in the way. I rest my wrist, and all the time, I'm always bumping into something, and it's always typing and doing something else that it shouldn't be doing. However, uh, let's see. This show is about spiritual gifts. If this is not something you believe in, exit now. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna put. That's gonna be. I'm gonna leave it just like that. At the banner, and then we're gonna run that. We're gonna run that at the bottom. This show's about spiritual gifts. If this is not something you believe in, exit now. I appreciate you, honey. We can agree to disagree. It doesn't have to become all that, because I'm not going to be entertaining any of the you knows. Okay, I don't want to hear about it. I don't. Miss me with all that today, because you'll get cussed out today. Okay, you will get cussed the fuck out. Okay, point blank period. So, with that being said, we're going to get into this, and the beautiful thing is that I am going to allow you guys in on a personal reading, okay? Because this is going to be something that's going to be very interesting. Putting this show together, we talked about how we want to put it together and carry it on. What's the point and the purpose? Now, I know what we talked about off screen. When they come on, I don't know if they're going to cam up or not, because they may not want y'all to see their faces just yet, so you may just get audio only. Let me stress that. So when we talk, it was about coming together to make this happen. So now what's going to happen is, when we get into the story and they tell their stories or whatever, dishing their tea, then we're going to go into where they're going to sit down and they're going to utilize their gifts and see what they can do with me. Okay. Y'all ready? Okay, let's do it. So I'm going to introduce to you guys the future hosts of My Spirit Says with Mike and Douglas, honey. And these two gentlemen, their story is rather interesting, because they realize that they have been spiritually connected, okay? And they found out that it was through a dream. They had a dream that they both had shared at the same time. And as they were sharing that dream and going through what it meant to each other, they were in it simultaneously. Then they were starting to get pieces and this, that, and another, and they realized that they have become spiritually connected. Okay. Along their journeys, they have understood that, okay, there's something bigger to this. It's bigger than this, and there's something to this, and they wish to explore it. So now they are on this journey to where, as they're learning to unlock their gifts, they also now are starting to force, well, how can we be of service to people? So I'm paraphrasing, because I think what I want to do is to have them speak on their own versus me giving them their backstory as an intro. Okay. So as I'm going over my notes, yeah, that day I think is what I'm going to have to do. One hails from New York, the other from Missouri. Okay. Okay. It's my Charlie's Angels voice. Y'all remember Charlie's Angels when they say, two were in Los Angeles, the other one Boston. I'll always live for that. But without any further ado, let's get into this. If you have questions or comments, make sure you put them over here. Wait a minute, before I bring them in, let me say hi to everybody. What we got? Hey, Michael, what's going on? Groove would say, I know this downloading Facebook videos is a bitch, but I know how to do it. It can take up to 2 hours. Okay. No, it's blocking me. It's telling me I can't do it. It won't even let me block. I mean, do it. It's blocking me. Hey, Road, what's going on? The dragon bitch came out of me. When I don't have my coffee in the morning, I got to have my coffee in the morning, or don't talk to me. Oh, girl, you one of those girls. Okay. Yeah, I know those girls too well, honey. And a friend of mine, oh my God. Oh my God. I said I would never do that again, honey, ever, ever in life. Okay. So, all right. All right, guys. We're going to get into it without any further ado. I'm going to bring in, this is Mike, and this is Douglas. Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey, Meech.
Oh my God. I loved it. How you doing?
I am all of the above and beyond, darling. What's tea, baby? What's tea?
Oh my goodness. I love the intro. The singing. Woo! Yes.
Okay.
A good day. How about that? That's the tea so far. It's a really, really, really good day.
Well, praise the Lord. All right. Douglas, what's up with you,
Hmm.
baby? And welcome.
Thank you. Good to meet you. I love you said Missouri, but you know.
Okay, fine. You lied. Yeah, I thought I put a little stank on that for you.
Right, right.
Yeah, just a little Missouri. Okay. Okay.
I love it. I love it.
All right. So let's get into this, because what I want the people to understand is that this here is a journey. And oftentimes when we embark on a journey, many times we're doing this alone. And when it comes down to taking the steps along the journey, we realize that the omniverse, God, the creator, Jesus, whichever name we're going to give it, Buddha, whichever name we decide to call that presence, that guiding presence and that guiding force and spirit, we realize that we are given tools, friends, assistance along the way. Even though we have to take the journey on our own, there's many times where folks and things are always there. The Christian will say there's always a ram in the bush at it. Okay.
Right.
So, Douglas, I'm going to start with you because Mike and I talk all the time. I'm
Okay.
going to start with you, and I want you to explain uh, you came to be to do all of this. Let's start with the beginning of all that.
Well, from my recollection, the first thing I remember is after my mother's mother passed, she transitioned. I was about 10 years old. And I was sitting in the living room, and I saw her sitting in the corner next to me on the floor.
Mhm.
And she had on I noticed what kind of dress she had on, a white dress with black polka dots. And I was sitting there staring in the corner. And my mother said, what are you looking at? What are you doing? I said, her name was Mother Berry. Mother Berry's sitting in the corner over here, and she got on a white dress with black polka dots. And she just started crying. She said, what? I said, she got on a white dress with black polka dots. And she said, she left the room. And I followed her, and she said, I said, what's wrong? She said, that's a dress that my mother wore when I was little.
Oh,
Mhm.
So she knew that I was seeing her mother.
wow.
Wow. Okay, so from that point on, how did you react to your gifts? What was it along the way? Because that was 10 years at 10
Yeah,
years old. Now
exactly.
you're here. What was that transpired between that time? Because yeah, I'm certain that that was a cute old journey.
Well, along the way, different things have happened that, I started to see things about different events that were happening in the world in my dreams. or while I was awake, I would have a vision, and I would write it down. Give it. I was a church boy growing up. I used to give it to my pastor, tablets worth of stuff that I would write down when I would dream. I would fall asleep in a chair and dream something, wake up and write it down, and go outside, and it would happen.
Mm.
So just through my life's journey, I've always seen things or had visions, premonitions. I've had visitations. Like one time I was moving from Kansas City to St. Louis, me and my two best friends. And the last item we had to bring into the house was a baby grand piano. It was just the three of us, and we were tired. So we got it up the first set of stairs, and we got to the second set of stairs. They were at the top with the heavy part, and I was at the bottom. So like maybe on the third step, my legs start to give away, and the piano started to slip from their grasp. It was coming down on me. So I want to say the man materialized, but all of a sudden he was at the bottom of these stairs, and he ran up to us, and he picked up the piano like it was a feather
Mm.
and carried it on into the house with us, dragging us along with it. Like he had superhuman strength or something. So when we got the piano set down in the house, we were so grateful and thankful, and we was like, well, let's give it. How'd you do that? Let us give you some money as as a Thanksgiving, as an offering, just to thank you, because he basically kept me from getting crushed by that piano.
Mm-hmm.
He said, no, I was just here to help you. And he went right back out the door, ran down the steps and across the street into a park and kind of like vanished.
Wow.
Yeah. Like we didn't see him anymore. And the park was flat. So it wasn't nowhere for him to run behind a tree or anything. It was just a flat grass park.
Okay.
So different things like that have happened during my lifetime that made me think, well, something's going on that maybe I should be doing something more with what I see.
Okay. Now let me go here. Now that's the diplomatic answer. Give me the scared answer. How in the hell did your mind deal with all that? Because
it still hasn't. It still hasn't.
Okay,
It
now that's
boggles my
that's key
mind.
right there. He said, "Oh no, it still hasn't." Okay,
It boggles my mind every time I think about it. Wow.
okay.
It's just, I have another instance. I have another instance where, being a former church boy, we go to revivals, travel out of town. So this particular time, I was the one driving back. I was going to start out driving back. We were coming from Texas, going back to Missouri. And so the last thing I remember, and I was behind the wheel, was passing somewhere outside of Dallas, outside of Fort Worth. And I was sleepy, very sleepy. And I was about to, say, well, maybe somebody else should drive. They were already passed out sleep. Because I mean, we churched heavy that weekend.
Okay.
And so when I woke up, I was 20 miles outside of my destination in Missouri.
Okay.
The car was freezing cold, and I woke up by somebody calling my name. Everybody else in the car was asleep. Still asleep, I should say. And
Okay, right.
I had no explanation for that, but it had to be some higher power that did that, because I was asleep. We didn't stop for gas. The car was still full. Explain that to me. It was some other power, some higher power.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
when you have things like that happen to you, you kind of get a feeling there's something that you need to be doing.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, because now let me play the old advocate here. How many times when these things will happen that you question it, whether this was good or evil?
Never. I never questioned.
You said either they praised you and said, "Oh, you a prophet," or they didn't.
You cut out.
I said, how many times or what was the feeling that either somebody had said, wow, you the prophet and the maker, honey. God got his hand on you because that's okay. Yeah, God is gonna turn you and chose you to be one of his prophets. Or the fact that somebody said, oh, we got to keep this child up in prayer because the devil got his hand on him, honey.
And now that you mention that, nobody's ever said that to me. Anybody that I told has never said anything about it being the possibility of it being evil.
Okay.
Period.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
But lucky you. Okay. Lucky you, honey, because that would have become another element that we'll get into later. Mike, let's go with you. What's happening in your world? How did you determine how this came about for you, and how were you introduced to your spiritual gifts?
Similar to Douglas, my maternal grandmother, she passed away. And I knew it. She came to me in my dream. She put her head on my lap. We were sitting in her apartment. She put her head on my lap, and then she passed away. And I shook her and I said, Grandma, don't do that. You scared me. Okay. And so I woke up from whatever the dream was, and I'm getting to, so I'm thinking that, okay, it's I want to say it was a Tuesday or Wednesday. And so I'm getting ready to go to school. I'm in high school. I'm about 15 years old. It was 3 days after my 15th birthday. It was February 13th, 1986. Okay. I'm about to walk out the door, brush my hair, about to walk out the door. And my sister says, well, where are you going? And I said, I'm going to school. And she said, no, you're not. Grandma died last night. Oh. And I said, oh, okay. And so I kind of kept it to myself. And I told my mother, I told my mother, but I told her maybe a week or two after that. I said, I knew that grandma died. She came to me. And my mother being, because my mother was born with a veil. So according to lore, she could see. So when I told her that, she wasn't surprised, or she wasn't clutching her pearls and this kind of thing. Right. So that was kind of my first, like, oh, that's something. I didn't know what to do with it. I had no words for it. It was just an experience, and I thought it was just a one-off. But my grandfather died some years later, and he did the same thing. I'm in the place that I'm now. I'm an adult, and he came and he laid with me on the couch, and I knew it was him because I knew what he smelled like. I knew him by his smell, and so he laid with me, and then he left. And so maybe if this was, because this was a weekend day, because I was off. So the next day, my mother says, I have to go to Rhode Island because that was her father. Grandpa passed away. I'm like, really? And then I told her, I said, he came to me yesterday. And she said, really? I said, yeah, that was something, because I knew it was him because I smelled him. And she was like, wow, you have the gift. And it kind of, yeah, and so like that was the confirmation. The first was not a one-off, but to Mike at 15 years old, that was a one-off. When it happened the second time, it was a whole thing. And she said that you had the gift. That's what she said to me. It's like, oh wow, you have the gift. So that was kind of how, at least that part started, with the being a medium and being able to experience people that had transitioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm chuckling here because you used that word, child, and the gift. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, baby.
And
And you gotta say it with spunk, honey. Oh, you got the gift. Okay.
but what's funny is I had asked people in other cultures, well, what do you call people in your culture that are able to do the unexplainable or have the unexplainable experience? And they
Uh-huh.
all said the same thing: the gift. You have a gift. You're gifted. And I'm like, wow. Like I asked one of my coworkers, she's from the Dominican Republic. That's what she said. Asked one from that was Jamaican. That's what he said. I'm like, wow. That
Yeah.
is like kind of the universal
Uh-huh.
uh, framework for it is saying that you have a gift or that you're gifted. So I
Okay.
thought that was a thing.
Well, here's something that I teach, and I teach this to everyone
Mm-hmm.
because oftentimes, because of where we are in our spiritual development,
Mm-hmm.
many folks, and I'm gonna go with Christian and those who identify in the Christian faith because that's all that I know that I practice. I practice many different denominations of Christianity, but it's
Mm-hmm.
all been Christian. I don't know what the other children do because I don't know what their lore is. But most of us have been taught that there are those who are chosen, honey, for many are called, but few are chosen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes we are told that there's only certain people who get this particular gift. And I've come to learn that that's not necessarily true.
No.
As
Right.
long as we all identify that we're from the same source of that creative spirit, what as I said in the beginning, whether we call it God, the universe, the omniverse, whatever name that we give that creative being, that higher power, all of us have the ability to tap into those gifts. Now,
Beat you stepping on my message to you. Huh?
really,
You stepping on it with both
all
feet.
of us are able to
Yes.
tap into it, okay? Because
Mm-hmm.
because that's our birthright, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's our birthright. So I teach that to people because we have all been demonized and been told that those who use this particular gifts or whatever, oh, if it's not done in church, it's not supposed to be. Those
Mm-hmm.
who speak in tongues, you're not supposed to
Mm-hmm.
speak in tongues unless you got somebody
You
who.
the devil.
No, but you're supposed there's always supposed to be an interpreter of
Mm-hmm.
the tongues there. And I'm like, how is it that an interpreter is supposed to be there when this is a language between me and God? If God wanted everybody to know what we're talking about, he would let everybody know. But if I'm
Mm.
talking to God, then this is supposed to be a private language, right? But that's what how we've been taught in
Mm-hmm.
our spiritual walk. So I'm going to say our religious walks because religious walks and spiritual walks are two different things. So
Yes.
in that's what I teach people because we've all been indoctrinated with it's only for certain people, right?
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
especially nowadays where it is very evident that spirit has poured itself out amongst the land. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're having a lot of people who are able to have visions, to have dreams, very, very lucrative dreams, very something. And everybody has the ability to do that. And I always say this, when somebody been in your house,
Mm-hmm.
that's point blank period. When you walk in your house, when somebody done been in your house. Why? Because their energy has shifted. You feel spirit. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Who done been up in here? Okay. Who done been up in here? Okay. We all have that ability to do that. I always go to how we all do it, and we think it's a fluke. How you concentrate on somebody for so long, talked about them and carried on, then your phone ring and it's that person on the phone. Like, girl, I was just talking about you. Something told me, or you get that, something told me to call you. We all are able to do that. We all do that. Okay. And that there is a check and balance, because I believe, as you guys say, we want to do this to be of service to one another. And that there, I really believe, is just our spiritual connection being of doing the work, being of service, to say, listen, let me check in on them. Or how many of y'all sit up there and wonder about somebody, somebody you ain't seen in 30 years, and all of a sudden that person just come on you like a ton of bricks, like this, knocked you upside your head, be like, where the hell that come from? Why am I thinking about this person? And you send something up. I usually send up, I don't pray anymore. I put up praise reports, because I believe that when praises go up, blessings come down. So I get tired of praying, because oftentimes everybody praying, they keep saying the same prayer. Well, my belief is, if I prayed once, God heard me. So now you got to praise it through. So I send up praise reports to say my praise report is this, that, and the other. And so and when I think about when folks come on me like that, I just send up a praise report of, let them be well. And if you send them home, honey, let them, they are now one of the answers over me, that kind of thing. So this is something that I teach, to people, because a lot of folks get, they get all heebie-jeebie and carrying on, especially when you have, thank you, Wanda, in the comments, she called it deja vu. Okay, that's the big one, honey. That's the line. We got song Dion sang that, deja vu. Okay.
That's my favorite song by her.
Okay.
I love that song.
Deja vu, baby. Okay. Hell, Beyonce. Okay. Tell me deja vu. Okay, okay, yes, honey. We Beyonce to it and booty bounce to it. Okay. But that's the word that we call it now, that is deja vu, honey. I've lived this before. I've seen this somewhere before. How many of y'all, a lot of times, you've got the vision and stuff where, you walked into a room and something, I have been here before, child. I know this place, child. Okay. And then some of the children will tell you, oh, child, you're an old soul, honey. You done been here before, and all that kind of jazz, So we all are in tune with it. It's just that many of us are afraid to activate it or act in it, because we've been taught that it was wrong to do.
Or it's intimidating.
Yes, we've been taught that it was wrong to do. And then we also know the charlatans in it. See, that's the flip side of that. We know the charlatans in it, the ones that have made all of this money off of it. Not that that's a bad thing, but we know that what they have done has been preying on folks who are just lost, who are looking for an answer. They're looking to connect somewhere, because everything is about God. They've been told, everything is here, and my spirit got to do this, and I'm on this quest to make sure I'm doing right by God. So you got those in other faiths and other practices and other belief systems, to where they got to go get. Y'all see, when they think spiritual gifts, everybody hear jinx removers and I got to go get my money drawing oil and all of that kind of stuff. That we go and get down from the candle store or whatever. And a lot of us get into that aspect of it, and we remove the spiritual component of it. You know what I'm saying? And we start to rely on that and at 100% and not merge the two, because there's a way that those two can be merged if it's done properly, right? We go to
It's a ritual.
Yeah, I like that. It's a ritual. We go down there. We got to get the spirit be gone, evil be gone. Spray. You got your flow wash. We got the jinx removing. We got my man stay still candle. Okay. For those of y'all who come from the South and down there in the damn New Orleans and y'all Creole and stuff, honey, y'all know how to sit down there and take a pair of his damn drawers to go dig them up and bury them in front of the lawn so he can't leave. You know, all them
You bury it with a fish.
we got all that. Okay. I done heard some nasty shit, you know, that women take their period blood and mix it in the spaghetti sauce or whatever. So when they fix the spaghetti, you know, it's supposed to be that he is locked into her. It's supposed to be this aphrodisiac spell or whatever. Yeah, and that's nasty. But okay, but I've heard it. I've never seen it done. I don't, and you better not tell me that you did it, because bitch, it didn't work on me. If anybody who said that shit. So, oh yeah. Come on, Wana. She said the lady who throws your salt behind you. Okay, yes. Yeah, twirl around in a circle 3 times and take the salt and throw it over your left shoulder. Okay, not your right shoulder. You gotta take the salt and throw it over your left shoulder and spin around 3 times. Honey, say the Lord finna take me up out of here. He's spinning me up out of here. Come on, Juanita Bynum. She said that. Okay.
Really? But that's your girl.
And no more sheets, honey. Okay, she said that when she first got started. And she talking about all these different ways. Get a piece of paper and write it down on the paper. Then you got to take the paper and burn the paper. You know, see, those rituals that we do that are Christian rituals that y'all say are Christian rituals, but in the meantime, you know, any other time, if it's not done in the church, y'all will call that witchcraft. Okay. You'll call it witchcraft in any other section. But because the prophet done said it, or the good pastor done said it, then this is of God. Okay. 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 So now let's get here, because now I want to go into understanding it, because as adult men now, how has your gift sustained you to this point? And I'm making this about y'all. I'm gonna interject myself here in a minute, but I'm making this about y'all because one of the things, well, I'm gonna say this first. One of the things that I do not do on purpose is I don't tell everybody that I'm gifted in this way, because one of the things I know about people is this: people are lazy and they always looking for a way out. So if you tell them that you can see, you can feel, you can do whatever, the first thing they want to do, first they want to challenge you. But if you all that, what's the damn lottery numbers? I can win the damn lottery then, since you know so much.
Oh, love it.
And I'm like, it don't work like that, sugar.
Right.
It can, but it doesn't, at least not with me. Okay. But then it becomes, okay, well, tell me what I need to know. Tell me something about me. Tell me something about me. And you always get that bitch, honey, who you know you ain't never met them, you don't know nothing about them. As soon as you say something that hit home, then they get that look like a deer in headlights. Like, oh shit, how you know that? You know. And I'm like, honey, listen, I'm only getting what I'm hearing, honey. Not, and I don't want you to say nothing. Just let me say it. And then it becomes, because you're right, and you may be 99% right, you may be off one or whatever, but because you hit and they done got an attachment to you, they goddamn it, they want every time y'all get on the phone call, honey, what you get on this? What you see about this? Oh, tell me what, girl. Okay, girl. Okay, they become like leeches and vampires because they want to drain everything out of you. You know? And then it's not like the message done changed. I got one girl, honey, I ain't gonna call her name. But every time we got on the phone, I just stopped taking her calls right now, honey, because I'm like, bitch, hey, girl, you ain't did shit to change the situation. You've not done things in any way, shape, style, form, or fashion to where what I'm going to say to you has changed. You've done nothing. Everything is still in alignment with what I said before. Okay? So, but you keep asking the same questions. And a lot of times folks ask this question because they need confirmation. They just need to hear it from somebody else. You already know the damn answer. You just need to hear it from somebody else. And when Spirit give it to me that way, that's exactly what the hell I tell them. I said, you already know. You just want somebody, you want somebody to co-sign your bullshit. But you know the answer already. See, I'm one of those kind of children. So with y'all, how is it? Okay, right. Wait a minute. Want to say what? She said what? The test, they would test you like the SATs, honey. Girl, tell me about it. Okay. Which and me showing out to that girl, Tim, I'm being myself, baby. I'm just being me. So here for you guys coming into it now at this particular state and time, or whatever, knowing what it is, going through your ups and downs, and let me ask this, because here's what I think this is the question. The accepting that it's a part of you instead of running from it. How long did it take you to get to that point where you accept that, okay, this is me, and you wasn't scared of the repercussions, you wasn't scared that folks are going to talk about you or whatever? What was that, or how was that when you accepted the fact that this is me?
Well, for me, it's still unfolding, because I still have some hesitation about.
Yes, you do.
What people are gonna say. Don't start.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. Meech gave me a reading without ever having met me, and I was first like, no, it don't. I told Mike it don't resonate with me. It don't resonate with me. But when it hit with like a ton of bricks, 100% accurate. And I was just like, okay, all right, okay, I got it.
Touche.
Right.
For me, it is something I guess that I've always accepted. And at the same time, it's a little intimidating. And what I mean by that is I don't know what I can do. It seemed like every week, every 10 minutes, oh, I can do this too? Really? And so now it's like, I forgot, I told Doug this, it's something like playing in a humongous field, and I don't know which way to go, which way to turn. Should I run straight? Should I make the left? Should I make the right? Because it's such an open field, and it's a really big field. So that's how I feel sometimes as I learn new gifts. Like I recently found out that I was an empath. I didn't know that. And as Doug was breaking it down, and then as I was recalling life and situations, I'm like, oh, I can do that too. And so it's just, I guess, like coming into my own, and I don't know what I can do, how fast I can go. It's a lot of unknown, and it's a little intimidating, and at the same time exciting.
Okay.
If that makes any kind of sense.
Well, for me, yes, because I get it. But let me ask this question. What was it like? Because Mike, when we first started talking about this, oh my God, he was scared to say something. And I forgot how, I don't even remember how it started. I think I may have said something first about me. And I think that's how the floodgates opened up, because he was like, oh my God, you what? And it was like that relief of, oh, there's somebody who I can talk to. What was that for the both of you, to find somebody that you can relate, that you can talk to about this, that they get it, they understand it, they don't think you crazy, and they're not going to, brush it off like, oh, okay. You know how you get that conversation where they listen but half listen because they don't get it? Really? Oh,
that's nice.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. Oh, but do you then, baby? Do you? Okay.
For me, it has been a humongous and tremendous blessing. One of the ones that have changed my life forever. Meeting Doug and our connection, and it's completely changed my life. Like every single time that we talk about it, we have a reading, we have an experience together. It more connects us, and it gives, at least for me, to him, it gives me the permission to be more bold, more into who I am, be more accepting of self, and the ability and the courage to go that much further. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it has been, it's been incredible. It has been incredible, beyond the words. It just has been incredible. Yeah,
Okay.
it's been incredible. Yeah, incredible. That's the word.
Okay. Doug, what about you?
It's been life changing for me too. It's like, 'cause I'm very, very introverted, and around Mike, I become, or since meeting Mike, I become more open and more connected and more confident in my spiritual gifts
Yeah.
and expressing them.
Yeah, I got to talk to you off camera because
Uh,
as I'm listening to you, honey, yeah, something just hit me. But okay. Uh here's a lovely question that Wana is asking. Are there sensory triggers that you feel like smell or sound contribute to your gifts?
Hmm.
For
no.
me, yes,
Only,
because
only if it's familiar. Like
right,
when I smelled my
your grandfather.
grandfather, it immediately it went into a thing. I'm like, oh, that's grandpa. So short of that, like the smell of watermelon or something like that, no.
Uh-huh.
Unless there's
A connection
a
to it.
thing attached to it previously.
Right,
But just on its own, no.
right.
Mine is more auditory. If I hear a question, it activates my gift.
Uh-huh.
If that
Yeah,
makes
because it's the question itself. It's the
Mm,
question that opens up everything because it's not what you heard. It's not that you heard the question. You heard what they're saying.
mm,
You
okay.
heard the subtext of the question. This is why, and again, now when I say that everybody has this here goes to, you know how when you had to say somebody, what did you just say? And you had to get them to repeat it because you heard something different.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what
mm,
that is. That's exactly what that is. Because oftentimes you would have heard something completely different. And what I mean, and I'm talking about on a spiritual level, not that you misheard
mhm,
them. I'm talking about
mhm,
on a spiritual level because you know in the exercises that you see on TV on Eon or whatever, and she would say, "Okay, all right, so and so said this. Now tell me what you heard him say."
Heard. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so
Mhm,
then they repeat back what they heard, and then it's like, okay, is she accurate? Is he accurate? No, that's not what I said. Then repeat what you said. Okay,
Right.
and it's
mhm,
the same thing. That there is part of the gift, but we don't attribute that because we don't think that that's what that is.
mm.
Okay,
Interesting.
it's all part of that spiritual connection, and I'm doing it like that because this is how connected we are and don't realize that. I'm trying to make it personable and human, you know,
Okay.
Mhm,
so that everybody can take all the mystique out of it. Because, again, talking about this kind of stuff, everybody get heebie-jeebie. And then you got the skeptics because we so used to God told me to tell you, you
Right.
know.
Right. Right.
And it's like, okay. And one of the other things that I teach is if anybody give you a message, it's going to confirm itself by an outside source that has nothing to do with nothing. you're going to get a confirmation because it could be somebody you know, but most of the time it come out from somebody that you don't know, that had no clue as to what conversation you just had, and either they're going to repeat verbatim what was said, or they're going to have a piece of that puzzle that's going to put everything together. But you know what? You don't even know what you just did, child.
Mhm.
You know, how many times have you been in conversations and somebody have said something that made something that somebody else said to you clearer?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That girl, you don't even know what you just did saying that to me.
Mhm.
And the whole thing, because that's the confirmation. Okay. And that's how this thing rolls. And a lot of us don't understand that because it sits and it resonates, you know, with us
Mhm.
and carrying on. So okay.
So
So now my
that
last
was the
question
thing.
before y'all get into being of service, darling. uh in utilizing your gift, do you guys use other tools like, you know, you guys use tarot cards or runes or tea leaves or whatever? Are you guys involved in any of that, or are you guys just clairvoyant, clear audio, and all of those kinds of things?
We just started using African tarot cards.
Oh, aren't they
Um,
beautiful?
I love them, and it's powerful. Um, because the connection to the cards is palpable. Like I could feel it. Like they're like, no, come and play with me.
Right.
Um, give me some attention. I have something for you. I love it. I love it. It helps. Um, I don't. It just helps keep me in tune. It helps me to what's the word? To keep my gifts moving, activated, engaged, this kind of thing.
Practice, baby.
And it's a really, really, really helpful and good tool. I love them. I
Mhm.
love them. I love them.
Okay. What about you, Doug?
I'm stuck on why you gave yourself confirmation for my message already, and I haven't even said it. I'm afraid of you. If you want to talk to me after class, I'm afraid of you.
Oh, I'm stuck on you, honey. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That's funny. Yes.
Ah.
I wasn't even gonna say anything. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he was just
Oh,
all in it.
okay. Oh, that's how you feel tonight.
Support the message.
Oh, that's how you feel.
Well, that's
Mhm.
Mm.
very interesting. That's very interesting. Very interesting. So again, now having just said that, then that means what you have for me, if it's already been confirmed, then that means that you're on point. So take this, but give it to me. Give me what you got.
Okay. So my message to Meech is free yourself. And I got this message like a week ago. Come out of
Mm-hmm.
the spiritual closet. We hold the
Oh,
light. We hold the light. The message I talked about this part already. You gave me a reading and we never met before. And I
mm-hmm.
was like, no, that doesn't resonate. But when it hit, 100% accurate and on point. It awakened something in me that had been dormant for decades and needed to be released. It hit on several levels, the message you gave me through Mike. And then you have a gift, come out of the spiritual closet, but you already know that. You already said that. It was just like your message is a confirmation, or your confirmation was a reverse message to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But give yourself permission to be free to use it without fear or hesitation anywhere. Anywhere.
Mm. Oh, I received that. I know exactly what that means. Okay. God, I know it. Oh, okay, Lord, he's whooping me. That's a whooping. That's a whooping. No,
So
that's a
your
whooping because I know what that means. I know exactly what that means. That's a complete whooping. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I also got that your readings speak primarily to things that people have buried in their subconscious.
Mm, okay.
But sometimes when you give them, people be like, "Oh no, they don't resonate."
Yeah.
Don't let that discourage you. Just say it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I received that. But yeah, okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Mike dropped off. Hold on, he'll be back. Yeah.
Because sometimes
Okay.
sometimes the things that you give to people that are reading is necessary for them to have their subconscious jogged.
Right.
Because us as a whole, we still sleep. We're afraid to do one of the greatest wrongs that was done to us is to make us fear being who we are.
Right.
And spiritual
Exactly.
being spiritual is part of a big part of who we are. It's like it's in our nature.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not something that, like you were saying, that me and Mike can do or you can do. Everybody can do it, but everybody's
Exactly.
afraid to do it.
Yeah.
Mm,
But
Yeah.
you're such a beacon because of the amount of light you hold that you need to
mm,
come out of the spiritual closet and just do what you do anywhere.
mm,
Okay. All
mm,
right. All right. All right.
mm.
Mike, what you got? Because you honey. And you've been waiting to say this for a long time. Get it on
No,
off your chest, baby.
because I did a card reading for you, and I asked
Okay.
the first question I asked. I said, "What does Meech want to know?"
Mm-hmm.
And it came up with the magician. You
Mm-hmm.
possess the tools and the power. Go for it. You are ready to make the best use of your power. The solution to the problem is at your fingertips. Take action soon. You
Mm-hmm.
have mastery over heaven and earth, as above, so below. You are a powerful person with the talent needed to achieve your goals. Move forward confidently in the direction of your dreams. You have the magic within you. Trying to attract someone, you will have the chemistry and the attraction. The affirmation is, I can achieve anything I set my mind to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
Wow.
Mm,
Okay. Okay.
mm.
That resonates. That resonates. That's right. Okay. Okay. Okay, true. Okay. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
And we talked about this before, and I'm gonna say it again. Your gifts, and Douglas always tells me this, your gifts will make a way for you.
Mm-hmm.
Use them.
Yeah. Oh God, you told me that. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
use them.
Yeah. Yeah. And this here let's go here because see, I know exactly what that means. And see, here is where I get stuck.
Hmm.
And that's because the world only knows the charlatans. The world knows, I love Sylvia Brown when she was on the Montel Williams show and carrying on.
Hmm.
But one
Hmm.
of the things I do know is that heifer charged $250 for a reading. Now, okay,
Yeah.
her son, who was not quite as known, but because this was her son, he charged 125. Now, what are you paying for? You paying for their notoriety, you paying for this and this and that. And I know for
Hmm.
me that your gifts will make a way for you. It's very true. I just never knew what to, if I were to do that, I feel as though who am I to charge somebody? I've always done it on love offerings. You know what I'm saying? Give me
Hmm.
whatever this meant to you. You pay according to your heart. You know. But then I've gotten to the point now to where if somebody was to sit down with me, I have a set fee, and I'm only going to do this. Okay, this is what this particular amount of money, honey, is going to get this. Okay, and I'm
Hmm.
able to start to learn how to do that, but I don't activate on it. So here's the confirmation or the reason behind what y'all was saying, why I understand what it means, because I don't activate on it because it becomes, not necessarily a job, but I don't like when it would feel like it's a chore. And every time you're around somebody, they want you to be on,
Yeah,
because you have
Hmm.
your days to, I had to learn. Have you guys learned this, how to shut it down?
I have.
I don't know how.
Okay,
It just, yeah.
you're gonna have to learn
Sometimes
that.
that should be sometimes that should drag me down the street. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes. Yes. Because we
okay,
talked about that before. I'm not sure how to do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you all consider dreams part of your gifts? Girl, most definitely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Most definitely, because
That's
a
a
lot of
cornerstone, it
times,
feels like.
exactly, because a lot of times
Mm-hmm.
those who come to us, instead of trying to be Odessa Brown, honey, Miss Violet, you in danger, girl. Okay. Instead of being like her in the movies where we go calling or having to have a seance to call folks up. And I don't believe in that. Well, almost I won't believe in it. That's just not my wheelhouse, because that if you're not centered right, you can open up a portal
Right.
that is dangerous. I don't use Ouija boards for that reason, because I watched The Exorcist and that was enough. If you are not protected, listen, if you in dealing with spiritual work, and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
folks don't understand this, and those who are agnostic or atheists who don't believe in the power of spirit, they don't believe that this can be real. However, they see it in their everyday lives because they know when people change.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When you're dealing with spirit, if you don't go in and protect yourself to stay in the realm of good and the light, if you go doing something you ain't got no business doing, you open up a portal that will invite folk in. See, let me tell y'all something. One of the things about television that you will learn is that a lot of this stuff, honey, y'all think it's just is TV, but you start to learn that it's real. You see in the vampire movies and carrying on, the vampire is never allowed in your house. They never come in your house until after they were first invited. When you invite them in, that means you giving them permission to come in. So once that invitation has been given, they come in at any time they want to, until you rescind it. Until
Mm-hmm.
you rescind it. This is why when you praying in your house, for those my Christian children, when you praying and you say, Holy Spirit, you are welcome in this place, from the roof to the basement, from each wall to wall, side to side, top and bottom, all the way around. Wrap this house in the Holy Spirit, and let everything that means me no harm, you have no place here, you are to vacate. When you start to do that, don't you notice when folks who don't mean you no good, honey, they get antsy when they come in your house, they can't never stay for too long? Or better yet, they don't know how to cross the threshold. Because why? Because spirit identifies spirit. I done just blessed this house. You ain't coming up in here if you ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
And if I invite you in, then I'm inviting you and everything that you stand for up in here. You understand? So
Mm-hmm.
oftentimes that's why, those other tools, like when I talk about the tarot cards and this, that, and that, there's a way to handle those things. Because if you open up that spiritual portal, y'all watch The Exorcist, honey, that baby, that was a toy. They sell Ouija boards as fucking toys.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's a damn toy. And who else to do it but kids? Because kids are very innocent. Kids ain't nothing but
And
spirit.
connected.
And
Mm-hmm.
there you go. And connected. And so if they sit up there and you got this thing, am I gonna pass the test today? And the bitch is moving on its own. Okay. Excuse me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't no magic. It ain't the magic 8-ball where you magic, you throw the thing up and the thing flip over and float to the top. No, because you had the power over that. Y'all telling me that Ouija board, and that bitch move and spell out shit on its own. No, thank you. No, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I've never touched one. If somebody had one in the room or whatever, when I was young, I would never go in there. I don't know. I don't fuck with Ouija boards. But I've learned how to center myself to where the presence of it don't bother me. Even when I go into the toy stores or to the spiritual stores or whatever, and I see those, I don't use those. Now, there are those who know how to use that as a tool.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you. I've gotten to a point now to where I can accept it as a tool. It's just not mine. I
Right.
could do
Mm-hmm.
tarot cards, and I know folks who do regular playing cards. You know,
Mm-hmm.
which those who could do playing cards, those are bad bitches. I'm telling you, if you could do a
Mm.
regular deck of playing cards, baby, you's a bad bitch. Okay, you yeah. Oh baby,
Mm.
oh,
Mm.
because who don't have a deck of playing cards at home, child? Okay, and
That
I
is
could just
true.
sit down here and just flip over and understand what the four hearts mean and carry on. I could look at this and be like, "Oh, girl, yeah, oh, I love that." And I wish I don't think playing cards is my thing though, but I could do tarot cards. And the thing of it, they call them gypsy reads because I learned that when I went to this one particular store, and I was asking
Mm-hmm.
for a particular deck, and the girl was like, she said, "Well, did you read the book?" I said, "No, I haven't read the book because I read the Merlin deck, okay, and you
Mm-hmm.
don't even hear about the Merlin deck anymore, right? You don't even hear about that deck, but I done had this for years, and I still have not gone through the book to explain the cards and what each card's supposed to mean. All I know is
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to do the spreads. But after I do my
Mm-hmm.
spreads or whatever, honey, I just go by what I see, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and how they talk and what goes on. So that there becomes that, and a lot of times, that's my tool, and I had to throw it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't clean my cards one time, and I had my best friend. We were living together at the time, and he came in the house and he said, I saw a black spirit run out those cards and run across the room. And he was waiting on me on
Damn.
the front porch. He was waiting on me on the front porch. He said, I'm not going back in that house till you get rid of those cards.
What?
Mm.
And I said, what?
Damn.
He said, I'm not going back in their house until you get rid of those cards because that's what happened. And I know what happened because it was the person that I read.
Mm.
And I didn't clean the cards after her, right? I just
Mm.
packed up
Mm-hmm.
and I left. I did not clean my cards. And I said, damn. And now and it hurt my feelings because as
Mm-hmm.
y'all know, tarot cards are fucking expensive. That's a $50 deck of cards.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I threw them
They're not
away.
cheap. Mm-hmm.
I threw them away because my bestie had a problem with it. And at the time, we were that spirited. See how you and Doug are?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, okay, I said I wasn't going to interject myself, but here it is. He and I, because we had started our ministry, I'm a mother of a house, okay, the house of
Mm-hmm.
divinity, all right? He doesn't necessarily call himself the father of the house because he's the co-founder, but he don't want to be the father of the house. He was the brother of the house, okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we founded that because we were in Detroit. We were in the Cass corridor, and that there is Skid Row of Detroit. At least it was at the time. They got
Mm-hmm.
development going on now. And our ministry was we had taken folks who were the castaways, the throwaways, all the gay children, the streetwalkers, and the drug addicts that carried on. And we showed them how to utilize their power, how whatever they call God to be. We didn't push religion. We just showed them how to utilize what they already know.
Mm-hmm.
It worked for them. We were so spiritually in tune with each other to where we were finishing one another's sentences.
Mm-hmm. Mm. That's something.
Okay. And he would be my confirmation. You know, if I'm at work and I got something, I would come home and he would be telling me what God done gave me or what Spirit has given me, and he was my confirmation. Okay, and at one
Mm.
particular point, because I was so in tune with people, I had to learn how to cut it off because at one point in time, I could like, okay, here we go. Those who lived with me at one point. And because I let them use my like I worked overnight or whatever, so I was like, okay, hey, before my roommate at the time was living with me, he was paying money to utilize the hotels or whatever because he had a little trick, a little little vodio going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but I had been so connected to him. I don't know if he was connected to me like that, but I had opened myself up to him so tough to where I knew when he started fucking and I knew when they finished.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't want to be that connected to you, Doug. I'm just saying now.
Yeah, that's okay. We don't have to go there.
Okay. And that and the thing, I would be at work and it would just come on me. I said, okay, and it was you know what? Those who don't know that I do drag, my drag name is Samantha Stevens Divinity. So it's just like watching the episode of Bewitched. You know how they used to sit up in the ceiling and watch? Okay.
Oh, that shit is funny.
That's how I felt a lot of times, that I was there and I'm sitting up like levitating over them and I'm watching what's going on, because there were moments where I could see that vividly.
Wow.
Okay.
That's amazing.
And
damn,
every time that he would, I would call right when he was done, you know, and I would give like 5 minutes and I would call him like, okay, how was it? And he's like, how the fuck you know I'm done? I said, because I felt you. I said, everything, because I would get it all in my gut. My stomach would just be wrenching and carrying on. And it's as if I was going through it with him.
damn.
Right? And I'm like, okay, so you know, I like to have locker room talk. I'm like, okay, bitch, dear, Shawty, what happened? Was it good? And, you know, I'm there. And he was like, tell me, honey, that's just what it is. And you know, and so so I had to learn how to cut it off, because when I was fully awakened to it, I was living in New York at the time, and my girlfriend started, well, we were friends at the time. She has since distanced herself from me. She was the one to help introduce me to what it is that I know how to do. Okay. She opened, and I knew I can do it because I've been doing it all of my life. It's just that she was the one to ground me and focus me on my gifts, because I was helping her. Right. Okay. Shut up, Wanda. She said me's like a ring camera.
Wow.
Oh my God. Now that is funny.
That's funny. She said,
That is funny.
the reason I asked is because lately I have been having dreams with those who have gone on before me, and it's freaking me out. People said not to talk to them, but I do. Yeah, talk to them, honey.
Yeah, that's why they're there.
That's why they're there. And here's the other thing: when you know there's a presence in your area, this is why the folks who say the house is haunted or whatever. Girl, I go up in there. Okay, who are you? And if you mean me harm, honey, you're not welcome here. I know you used to live here, but this ain't your house no more. Goodbye. I'm that kind of bold. Okay. All right. And carried on. And so if you're dreaming about it, honey, talk to them in the dream, because they may have a message for you or for you to give to someone.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that a lot of times that's what that is. Okay.
Write down what they say in the dream.
Right. And sometimes you have to write it down so that you don't forget it or whatever. But most of the time and stuff like that, it'll burn in you to where when you wake up, honey, that message is clear as day.
Yep.
You know, it is clear as day. And you're like, child, they said such and such and so. And you know how folks like to run. Yeah, what did you dream about, girl? Well, I dreamt about Lorraine. Oh, let me see what Lorraine played for them. You know, that's my mama name, y'all. Okay. So you go run into the number book, you know, and to see what that is, and this, that, and the other. But oftentimes there may be messages there. And and you are the vessel that's being used to deliver that message. And don't feel bad if you get it and you don't understand it, because there are moments where I would get stuff, I'm like, what the hell does this mean? It doesn't make sense to you. You get a word and be like, okay, shoot. I'm like, I don't know what the hell, but that's the only thing I'm hearing right now is shoot. Okay, does that mean something to you?
When I a part of when I'm doing when I think I'm being visited by an ancestor or someone with a message, I'll ask them a question. So I'll know who I'm talking to, and and this thing. So one of my coworkers, he passed away maybe 4 years ago, and his wife still works there. So he came to me in my dream, and I'm like, okay, well, if this is really you, what should I ask your wife, or what should I tell her? What question should I ask her? And he said, well, ask her about doilies. I said, okay. So I called her in the morning. I said, hey, I think George came to me. He said something about doilies. Does that mean anything to you? And she said, no. And she hung up. I said, oh, okay. It could be somebody else. It could be whatever. So, but by the time I got to work that afternoon, she calls me crying. She says, my mother and my aunt made doilies every Christmas, and they decorated the tree with doilies for Christmas instead of ornaments. I'm like, oh, well, then your aunt and your mother came through.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it may not make sense. Write it down. Ask a question, because if they're engaging with you, engage.
Right.
You can ask a question. I always ask questions. And that's kind of how I'm able to move in the world, is ask a question.
Wait a minute, y'all. Let me give y'all this. If y'all want to do a homework assignment, go rewatch Sixth Sense, honey, with Bruce Willis. I see. Go rewatch that, okay? Because when he was such a child, and all these folks were coming to him, and he was such a child, but then he had to learn, that they wasn't there to scare him. Everybody was there to give him messages. Okay.
Yes.
That there was everything. Okay. That a lot of time what was going on in that movie is exactly how most of us feel or see things, and this, that, and the other, and how it kind of works. That's probably one of the most realistic portrayals of something that goes on in the realm of us who are gifted that way. And that's everybody. No, and I'm not going to say us that are gifted. Most of us who claim that or whatever are the ones that's out front to say, I accept that I can do these things. When all of us can, and I stress that all of us can, it's just that most of us won't.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Or it's the varying degrees. And how I equate it is, well, everybody can sing. We ain't gonna sound like Aretha Franklin.
Right.
But you can sing. It may not sound like that. It's gonna be your version of said thing. And yours is yours. And yours is for you to hold up your part of the sky.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now let me ask this question. I don't know if y'all have experienced this yet, but one of the things that happens is, and it's just like, and again, I like using TV or whatever and movies and stuff to illustrate a point. Did y'all used to watch Skeletor and He-Man and all that shit? And the
kind of.
Okay.
Grayskull and that thing.
Grayskull. Okay, but
Battle Cat.
Yeah, I'm more so focused on the sorceress. Okay. The sorceress, honey, she was a bad bitch, right? That bitch was lovely. Okay. Lovely. And she was the light. Okay, she was the light, and this, that, and the other. Then you had Eveline, honey, who was also just as powerful. But when the sorceress was away from Grayskull, she was limited. She was strong, but when she was not at Grayskull, honey, she was not at her optimum. So when she was getting low, she had to go back because she was drained. She was being weak, And oftentimes this here is why, those of us with gifts and those of us who utilize it the way that we do, this is why we always have to go back to center. There's always exercises that we have to do in order to stay centered, in order to stay together. When I was in New York with Sonia, she introduced me to my gifts the way I know them now. And when I was so open, okay, I was able to, if you wrote your name down, I ran my hand across your name, I could give a reading. They call that psychometry. Okay. I could run my hand across your name and I can sit down there. And if I focus on you, honey, I don't know who you are. I just go by what I'm feeling. And so I was helping her with the case study that she was doing. And she got paid. I didn't know she was getting paid for it. She got paid like cute coin for this little case, because this was a whole family full of shit, right, that she was doing. But she came to me, she said, what you get off of this? So she wanted me to be her confirmation tool. When what was basically happening was I was giving her what I got, and then she confirmed it, because then whatever I got, if it resonated with her, she ended up confirming what I had. And then when she took the client, you know, it was basically everything that I had given her. But I had to learn how to shut it down. And this is where it gets funny, because, you know, when we're in church, we were told, you don't quench the spirit, honey. You don't quench the Holy Spirit. Okay. But I had to learn how to shut it down, because I was so open to where walking by, y'all know New York is nothing but people, honey.
Right.
I can walk by folks and I can hear their thoughts about them wanting to rob somebody, wanting to kill somebody. You know, I heard it. And so that it wouldn't drive me crazy, I had to then, okay, going back to Samantha Stevens. Do y'all remember there was an episode on Bewitched where she turned herself invisible? You know, or at least to the guy, and her face would disappear, you know, because she was trying to save face, and she would do that, and the guy would look at her and wouldn't see her face, and then she would come back. I had to learn how to be invisible so that I could walk through the streets and not necessarily be seen. I'm there, but you don't see me. You know what I'm saying? And this whole abyss of folks, y'all not, and it's not that you invisible for real. It's just that no one is focused on you. No one is paying attention. So if no one is focused on you like that, then you're able to get through, and I can shut down everything so that I can get through and go take care of my business. And when I'm ready to do it, I can sit up there and I will concentrate on them. Like, okay, talk to me, and then I could go into that. Yeah. So yeah,
Learn to shield yourself.
Yes, a shield. Yes, shield myself from it, honey, and all of that. So yeah. So that's very, very, very important to do. Yes. So all right. So now let's talk about what you guys want to do with the podcasting and My Spirit Says with Douglas and Mike.
Just to be of service, to reach more people, to when we do readings, when I do readings, it is the most alive that I feel, the most connected that I feel, the most on purpose that I feel. So that's primary goal that we talked about, and from me to you, me to Douglas, is those things.
Okay.
What say you, Doug?
I want to help people find their light and be able to use their light, to show it, to be of service to, because that's what the world needs. We need to be able to be free, to show our light.
Okay. All right, Natalie Cole. I'm keeping a light shining in the window, just in case you decide to come home. Wow! Shine, shine, shine. Come on, Natalie. Come on.
I thought you were gonna go there with the theme from Amen.
Turn on the light.
Yeah. That was Vanessa Bell Calloway, right?
Armstrong, yeah.
Armstrong, yeah. Vanessa Bell Armstrong.
Yeah, we got two Vanessa Bells. You got Calloway and Armstrong. Calloway is the actress.
Okay. Yes, Armstrong, yeah. Interesting.
Okay. So cool. So when are we looking forward to getting up and running and started? Have you guys worked that out? You going, what platforms are you going to be on? To give us all the information.
Yes and no. the yes part is because we are not in who we are. Ooh, pay attention to me, look at me, and see me, people.
Mm-hmm.
All I want you to know and experience is the gifts.
Right.
So, so it will be more of guest spots like how we did today, um, on someone else's podcast, and this is the name of our segment. Um, because I don't, at least for me, I'm not the attention guy. I don't need to be the center of attention. I don't want that attention.
Right.
Um, and
Right.
at the same time, I want to make sure that people that receive the messages that they need to receive. So it'll be more of that, as opposed to having our own podcast, at least in the beginning. Now I'm sure that there are clever ways in which to do it now with AI and this kind of stuff.
Right.
Um, but it hasn't come to, at least to me, as of yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. That's cute. That's cute. That is really, really cute. Cute, 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 cute. And let me. Okay. I won't be myself if I don't do this because I'm trying to. Mm,
Just say it.
I know. I know.
Mhm.
Here's where this is. Doug, this is for you. All right. There's someone in your energy. It feels like you, but I think that you are the navigator. I think you either you're trying to play matchmaker for someone else and mad that you can't do it for yourself, or someone is on you and talking so much about how much they need a partner to where you are letting it affect your spirit.
Mm.
Okay. Uh make up your mind what you're gonna do with that. Either you're going to be a friend to them and allow them to dump on you the way that they do without it affecting you and your quest for happiness and carrying on, or y'all gonna force this team and go out doing it together. Y'all gonna be whole partners if you keep on. Okay. Okay. However, the thing of it is that that's not necessarily what you want to do, but your happiness is. You're not one of the ones who feel as though I have to have a partner, but that energy is strongly on you. So make up your mind what you want to do with that energy. Make up your mind, because if you don't, you're going to let it consume you. And it's going to show in everybody who you attract into your friendship circle, because you're going to attract all the needy bitches that want a man. You're going to attract all the children that's in relationship that want to cheat and think that they are poly or pan, and the other partner don't know.
Oh, you talking?
Uh,
Shut up, Mike. Just shut up.
okay.
Okay.
Oh,
You're going to attract that because that there is primal energy. So you got to make
mm,
up your mind what you're going to do with it.
Okay.
Okay. Because right now, you are the Kool-Aid house to them. They come to you and they could run it down. They could run it down. They could this and that and then carrying on. You got the answers. You got a this. You got a that. So you become the Kool-Aid house, but it's affecting you.
mm,
It's affecting you. And you don't think that it is because you think you can handle it.
mm.
But it really is.
Okay.
It really is, because you don't, well, okay, I ain't gonna go there, but you don't find yourself in positions and doing things that you normally don't do personally. That is not you. How you do things is the residue of their bullshit.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Make up your mind what you want to do with that, baby.
Okay.
Okay, make up your mind. And once you make up your mind, be okay with the decision, because you're one who like to beat yourself up because you made a decision, and then you want to double back. Oh, if I had to did it the other way, no, stand 10 toes down and waist deep in it. If that's what your thing is, that's what your thing is. Okay, and be done with it. And you you good with that. You good with it, but you got to prove it to yourself that you're good with it. On the outskirts and everything, folks come to you because they know you. And on the outside, it's just like everybody who see you see your value. They see you for what you have become, and they see the aesthetics. They don't know the substance and the circumstances. They don't know that I sit around here and I've got to wipe my nose like everybody else. Y'all just know when I come outside, my face is done. I ain't got no runny nose or whatever. But y'all don't know, bitch, honey, I need to buy stock and tissue. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that there is where you've got to become comfortable with that. Okay. And be okay with your decisions and allow yourself to be all right with decision making, because I think that's part of why you want a partner, is because you're tired of making all the decisions. You want somebody to make decisions for you. And that's not to say you're a top or a bottom or whatever. You just want a partner to lead because you're tired of leading. Do not second rate yourself like that. You are a leader. You just don't like how you have to lead.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Okay. So yeah.
That's funny. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I didn't come here for this.
Okay. Oh, my driver, honey. Godfrey, bring the car around, honey. I wasn't. Okay. Mike. I need for you the word entrepreneur is whispering, because that's what your heart is. You need to allow it to roar if that's what you're going to do. But you're playing it safe, like all of us are. Now, let me put that caveat there. You're not you're not alone, because most of us are in this same boat with you. Okay. But you don't have to row the boat in your life like that. If entrepreneurship is what you want to do, then make it happen. You got a couple of projects on the back burner that you have allowed yourself to not sabotage it, but just to let it lay dormant, because of either it's time management, or you're trying to you in that, oh, I got to work it out, and okay, I'll get to it in a minute, and then a minute become an hour become a day become a year. Okay. And you need to allow yourself that opportunity. And I'm speaking to myself as well. I think you and I are in this same boat, because that's resonating with me, because I get this warmth that's coming over me in my heart, and it's going down into my chest. So this we're probably kindred spirits in this. No, not probably. No, bitch. We I'm talking to me too. Okay. But that there is something that you're going to have to embrace and accept, because now that we of a certain age does not mean that it's over. Because there's something that you want to do that you feel that you may be a little too old for it. No, you're not. No, you're not. And stop beating yourself up that you didn't do it 20 years ago. You could still do it. You probably can't do it like you wanted to do it then, because now you're equipped to do it. You're in the mindset to do it now. Does that make sense?
That makes absolute sense.
Okay.
And and me and Doug just talked about it, or talked about it recently. I don't know if he remembers, but I remember vividly.
Okay. All right. Yeah, do that. I don't know. I keep getting move on you, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what move means. I don't know if it means you're uprooting, if it means that you're traveling. Move is on you. And the
You
word,
being who? Are you talking to me or are you
I'm
talking to
talking to
Doug?
you. I'm talking to
Oh,
you.
okay. Okay.
Move is on you. Now, I don't know if you helping somebody move to a better place so that you can call it your second home. If you're going to be jet setting to some place that you call your second home, or it's going to become your second home, or you're going to acquire a product. Whatever this is, move is on you. And that may be connected to your entrepreneurial things. I don't know if you're trying to be a travel agent or if you're trying to go and maybe go to the motherland, honey, and sell whatever in the motherland. Whatever this is something there that you're going to set up shop to where you're going to be away from what you call home now, and this place is going to be a second home. Whether you're traveling there, doing business there, whatever this is, it's going to be away from where you are now. Okay, so whatever that is, whatever
Oh
that
my
is,
God! Did you hear what this thing said?
what do you say?
California Love. He started singing
I
California Love.
was about to say that because it feels like it's Los Angeles, either Los Angeles, San Diego, or San Francisco. There's one of those three up in there. That and then there's a pit stop somewhere because whatever that is, honey. And then too. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. And this is going to embarrass you. And I know it is, but I don't mean to. California may be where you could show off this body you've been working on because all that pretty dark skin, honey, somebody needs to see it. You don't like attention at the same time you want to show it off. So you're trying to find that balance and don't know what to do. So when you find that balance, you'll be able to hold your chest up and be a little bit more confident in what you are. You hide behind it so much to where you don't want to be this sex object, you don't want to be this, you don't want to be that, but you already are. Because a lot of folks with your gray hair against that dark skin, bitch, you are fabulous. And the children are eating you up, but yet you don't like that kind of attention. You don't want to be seen that way, but I need you to embrace that because, darling, that's who you are. It's just who you are, and it's natural. So once you embrace it, so that you know how not to weaponize it, you will be fine. You will be fine. But all that gray against that sexy darkness of yours, my God. Oh, Jesus.
Interesting. Okay. I received that.
So there you
And
have
yes, I do. I absolutely do hide behind it and shy away from it.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Absolutely. You said what?
He called me a hoe.
I didn't call you a hoe. I said y'all gonna be whole partners if y'all keep it up. Okay. Okay. So be that as it may. So all right. Oh, that's all I got. Okay.
Cheryl had a reading session in here.
Okay. Okay.
That was quite the session. Okay. Well, thank you for allowing us to come and share.
Yes.
And share and come and share.
Oh, I like that, honey. Now
And
watch
get
out.
ready.
Okay, that's a double entendre. Don't fuck with me now. I'm nasty. Don't do that. Do not do that because I'm nasty. Stop that. You stop that immediately. Now, I'm telling you, stop
that. Oh my goodness.
And it's my birthday. Don't you start.
Is it your birthday yet? I thought I thought it was tomorrow.
No. My birthday season. I have a season, honey. It starts.
Oh, you have a birthday season.
It starts February 28th. It goes all the way until April 2nd. The day of my birth is March 4th. So
okay, so I did wish you happy birthday. Okay, I didn't miss it. Okay. Gotcha.
My birthday, the actual day is March 4th. However, I am in my season, so I take all of this time to do me, and I encourage everybody to do that, because if everybody who knows me knows that I am as benevolent as they come on this side of creation. And so if I give everybody the other 11 months, honey, can I have 1 month out of the year that's mine? So I call that a tithe to me. Okay.
Interesting. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
So,
I
and
get that.
everybody always ask why April 2nd, because April 1st is April Fool's Day. So I'm like, oh, fooled you. I need one more day. So I go to April 2nd. So that's why, and the reason why I start on February 20th, because that's my uncle's birthday, my mother's elder brother. We're already in celebration mode because of him. So because of that,
Excellent.
you know, it's kind of like we're already there celebrating. So you just pass me the goblet, honey, because I'm next in line. So okay, we already partying, so we just start there. So that there is that, and I encourage everybody to do that, because we need to learn how to take time for ourselves, even if it's now for me. That's about 34 days, 33, 34 days, or whatever it is, to do. But if I can't give myself that amount of time to say I love me like that, then what is it that I'm going to do? And see, now when I was younger, it used to be I don't question how I spend my money. However, I spend my money during this time of my birthday season is how I spent it. There is no regrets. There is no nothing. I've gotten a little older now, so we don't spend like we used to. However, I don't make excuses for my choices and my decisions, because this here is my time. It's my time.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's my time. So that there is how this works. Okay. So having said all that, my darlings, that there is that. So I encourage all of you to if you don't adopt it the way that I do it, find how it works for you, to make it make sense for you, to celebrate you. Especially now that we're talking about spiritual gifts and you're learning, you're growing and understanding what it is. Embrace that and use those tools to take you where you need to go.
You said that. You said that.
Okay. Having said that, my darlings, thank you for coming on Dish and Tea with Big Meats. This has been absolutely fantastic, honey. Absolutely fantastic. Both of you. Okay, y'all gave me something that, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. And yeah, that's like I said, honey, Spirit is kicking me in my ass, honey, because yeah, my motto for 2024 is I'm opening every door and I'm beating the high score in 2024, right? So in that's opening every door of opportunity, every door, because one of the things that we do not do is that we don't allow ourselves to engage. We don't know what's up. We've fallen prey to the lie that opportunity only knocks once, and that's a lie.
Right.
We also never go seek
Right. That's not true. Right.
Oh, that's the biggest lie told. One of them. There's another one. Okay, there's another one, but I'll get into that later. But one of the things that we don't do is that we forget how to be childlike and go explore. You know how when you're walking down and you go into a room and you open the door and you're like, oh, okay. And then you open the next door and like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know nobody was in here, because you opened the wrong door.
Right.
Yeah, that's what opportunity is. Open every door, because not every opportunity is yours. But you will never know that if you don't open the door. Everybody want to play like let's make a deal. You know, it's like, okay, you get to choose. You got either door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3. No, I got 1, 2, and 3. When I open, oh no, that's not the one for me. Number 2, oh, I like that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna look at number 3, because there may be something over there too that I can do or not. You understand? So that there is that. So you're opening every door. And we're gonna beat the high score, honey. Yeah, because the high score is what the bar is. Now, y'all from the video game era, y'all know what it was when we went to go play Centipede and Millipede and Miss Pac-Man and whoever name was on the high score. That's what we had to beat.
Yeah.
That was the bar. The bar was to get there and put your initials
Mm-hmm.
there, DDT for me, to put your initials
Mm-hmm.
up on the board to say we done beat the high score. Why? Because that's the bar. So if the high score is the bar, then you need to take it to the next level. Right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And for me, running for mayor in 2023, mayor of College Park, the bar has been set. And I didn't realize that until after the election was over. I was like, bitch, wait a minute. To do anything less than that would be uncivilized, honey, because no.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
Mm-hmm.
I encourage it. I know I sound like I'm rambling, but I'm saying all that because I'm trying to get the gusto in you. You guys are embarking on something, honey, that your spirit self is opening up and your gifts are going to be just that for you. So now that you're here, use it, because remember, all things work together for the good in those who love the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me to preaching up in here. Okay, don't give me the preaching up in here. So on that note, let me let y'all go because I'm rambling right now. Let me let y'all go ahead on about y'all business.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow, sir.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Thank you guys for coming on
Yeah.
here.
Thanks,
Well,
Meech.
thank you. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
baby. Now, Doug, man, you got to meet face to face soon, sweetie.
Say what?
We got to meet face to face soon.
Okay, definitely, yes.
Okay, so I can put my eyes on you, honey. And then, and yeah, once I put my eyes on you, because what you get now is what I'm feeling. But when I get into your energy and your presence, oh, darling.
I told you.
We'll make a thing work. All right, y'all.
All right.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Good night, darling.
Bye.
Bye.
Nighty night.
99. Ladies and gentlemen, honey, that there is Mike and Doug, honey, from My Spirit Says with Mike and Doug, honey. Come on up in here doing their thing and this, that, and the other. Wait a minute, Wanda, what you say, girl? What you say? Looking at them doors and linger a while. Ha! Now, do you understand, girls, and see you nasty like me? See, you nasty like me, girl. Okay? Yes, you are. Hey, Red, you up in here? You want to come in? I didn't send you the link because I knew you were at the game. But hold on, let me send you the link so you can come on up in. Wait a minute, I'm finna go to send it to you right now. Go to your messenger. I'm sitting over in Messenger in just a moment. Hold on. I'm gonna say when. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, I think this little margarita shit, it done hit me, honey. Yeah, I'm in a nice little cute little buzz, child. Okay. Yes, I am. Lovely. Okay. All right, when if you want to come on in, honey, when it's in the messenger. Wanda, I love you. She said guilty. Okay, right. Okay. I love it. Yes, I do. Okay. So be that as it may. Did y'all have fun with that? Did y'all have that was fun, wasn't it? Okay. You said I knew you were sipping on something. Yes, Todd. Y'all know this is my mind. This is remember every time y'all come in, I had the little margarita. Wait a minute, I crushed the can, but wait a minute. Let me see if I can open it up a little bit. Okay, see, I crushed the little can, but y'all see that? The cut water. This is the lime margarita, right? It come in a 4-pack little box. Okay. And yeah, these things are fabulous, honey. They are really. Listen. I'm gonna be very transparent here. I've always seen this as a white boy thing, because it doesn't have a lot of alcohol in it or anything. Well, no, this one does. This is 12%. So yeah. So girl, I got yeah. These are lovely, absolutely lovely. So let me let Brad on up in here. Hey, what's going on? What's happening?
That was a rough one, boy.
What was it rough?
Bro, let me tell you something. They had 5 seconds left, down by 3, shot a 3-pointer from half court and tied it up and went into overtime.
You know, I tell you, I love my team. I love my boys. I love my boys.
Man,
I love my boys, honey.
I said, that nigga made that shot all net. I said, Jesus Christ. The stadium went crazy.
I know. Oh, my God.
Then they put the OT on there and they got the set and everything. And then they put this little white boy out from the other team. This little white boy, when I say this nigga should be a molecule, that nigga moved so fast, they couldn't even, it was like a slippery ass rat out there.
Wow.
And that little bit of time, he ended up giving it to him twice. And, you know, they ended up scoring twice. And then they was able to run down court. But when he threw it up, that was it. They took an L.
They took the L today. That's all right. But see,
let me tell you something. Them niggas knew they was in a game.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust.
Them niggas knew they was in a game.
Trust truly.
If you'd have seen this one dude bring it down, they come down there. I'm talking about he coming full speed down. He juke dude, do a spin off of him, come up and double hand that thing right in the face, put it in nuts all in somebody's face. Boom! And then Pat, when he come down, they headed back the other way. When they go to pass it out, the ball get tipped. They reach in, tip the ball, it get loose. The same dude that just dunked it, scooped it up, came right back down and came in sideways. Tomahawk, boom, back-to-back dunks. Bro, they went damn stupid up in this stadium.
Let me tell you something. Listen, I wasn't able to go to the game, y'all, because y'all know usually I'm there because I wanted to be on time with these kids here. So the College Park Skyhawks, baby. Y'all know I don't know nothing about sports except the College Park Skyhawks. And I let Red take my tickets. But baby, when I'm telling you, I love my babies. Those are my babies, honey. And I haven't really, I got to stop calling them my little husbands, honey, because, you know, I go to watch to see who's going to be my husband for the season. But I have to remember, child, they babies, okay?
I'm going to tell you something, though. Collectively, I'm going to put this out here so people understand how we move in this movement.
Okay.
Collectively, you know what I'm saying? WT and WAHR did a great thing because I took 3 kids with me that had no clue that they were ever going to see a real game live in their life. That was the first time for all 3 of them.
Yeah. So I when he said that he didn't tell them where they were going, and when they got there, and he said that to me, I was like, okay, that's why this had to happen. Okay.
And when I say they did not even get what was going on until we walked through the door.
Okay.
Because I parked right by the door.
Okay.
Yeah. So here it is. They like, wait a minute, we going in. I show my thing. They scan. I keep on driving. They were looking around all the nice car. They were like, what is that? I said, this is VIP parking. They like, what? We in VIP? And they back there talking. Still don't know where you at.
Right.
Then we walk in the door, and they looked over there at that thing and seen that stadium and all that. And that was the first time for all 3 of them to ever go to a game.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, see, did good.
So I let them do everything. They pigged out on wings and potato logs and drinks and stuff. And then this lady was so crazy about it, she kept giving them candy bars.
Oh, okay, that's my baby.
And then Kylie, he kept picking with him, so they had a blast with the bird. And then the littlest one out of all 3 of them, he got a T-shirt.
He got one?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Okay.
So yeah,
listen, what I'm gonna try to do because they playing them again tomorrow.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go tomorrow. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I get 2 more shirts because yeah. But most of the time when I'm there, when they throwing the shirts out, because they don't fit me,
Right.
I don't try to get the shirts or whatever. I always try to make sure they get the kids because it's so much fun when the kids are there, you know. Let the kids get it, you know, because it's fun. And to see them light up when they get the little shirt or whatever, it is just the coolest.
Oh yeah, because when he jumped, that shirt hit him in the stomach, he caught it. He was like, oh, he just
right.
Like, okay.
That is such the coolest thing.
Yeah.
I love all of that. And even now, you know, I'm partially getting a towel.
Right.
Okay. And I meant to hook you up to that because at the last 2 minutes of the game, I always go over to the other to right when you go out, and I wait by the ropes, and that's how I get my towels. And if it's kids there and the kids start asking for the towels or whatever, I let them go ahead on and get it.
Right.
Now, I'm partial for my towels, but because I have so many of them, I let the kids go ahead on, you know, and carrying on or whatever. But if there ain't a lot of kids there, fuck it. Okay, no, give my towel. Okay. I think I got maybe 20 Gatorade towels up in here, child. Okay. I need to send them back, right? I need to just wash them and send them on back. Fuck it, I'm keeping. Okay.
But yeah, Marquise
good.
But Marquise and his buddy, they didn't get one. They was like, and one dude walked by with some in his arm, and they was yelling. I'm like, man, come on, man, let me get one of them. But he was going down to give him to some girls' team that was there.
Yeah. Sometimes, damn. If I had thought about it, I would have told Travis to make sure to go over to my section and make sure y'all get shirts. But that's all right. I'll see what I can do to get 2 more shirts for the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't ask for much, but when I do, they come through for me.
When I say they was turned up, I got video footage and everything.
Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Good. Now listen.
What's going on?
I'm going to go to play something, and I got to share it because I can't put it in the queue because it's too large.
I thought she was on there already.
On where?
I thought you came on already tonight.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. We just let these children. I was talking to Mike and Douglas.
Right.
They have just understood all their life. They knew that they had spiritual gifts or whatever, but they wanted to come on and talk about them understanding their spiritual gifts and how they use them and carrying on to highlight they're trying to start a podcast called My Spirit Says. So we got into all of that. They wanted to give me a reading. And they did, and what they said, I knew exactly what they were talking about. So I'm like, okay, cool, because that was my confirmation and a whooping, because Spirit is whooping, give me a whooping. Yeah. So they didn't know that, but okay, so that was what the first half was. But now we're going to get into a couple of things. I'm not going to be long because we already at the 2-hour mark, but I've got to share this because I want folks to understand something. Because here in the city of College Park, we got some shit going on up in here, honey, that is not cute. Okay.
You got footage?
Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm gonna show the promo clip. That's what I'm gonna show. It is this one. Okay. All right, hold on, because I got to share the screen. Wait a minute, where am I? Okay, here I am. That's that. Now let me go here. Present, share screen. Is it going to give me this? Or I got to do something else. Where in the hell is it? Damn it. No, it's not the new tab.
It's a new day.
Hold on. No, it's playing, but that's not what I want. I need you to play. I need this to play the right way. Come on now. Show it to me. It ain't giving me that. Why ain't you giving me that? Hold on. it's not showing what I needed to show. Or maybe I need to put it here. Maybe if I put it here, oh, maybe if I do it this way, that's probably what I need to do. I will do it this way, and let's see if it'll play this way. I'm gonna share this for y'all. While I'm trying to pull this up, let me give y'all what's going on. Here in the city of College Park, our mayor has decided to take out a lawsuit against the city of College Park. Okay, she has decided. She has decided that because she feels as though the people, she feels that the council is not allowing her the opportunity to give a voice. She feels as though she's silenced. Okay, that's what she feels, and so she has.
Tell her I said no means no.
You know what? I'm not with you. I am not with you. I am not with you. Okay.
Her rainbow needle waxing.
Oh, okay. Now you know what? Stop, because you speculating, and I don't want to get into the speculation, honey, because the speculation is already there.
I clocked her T last year.
Oh, stop it! Wait a minute. Okay, Dave. Did you clock? Wait, he said I clocked her T. Did you clock
last year?
Last year. You know what, y'all? You know what, straight folks, y'all kill me. Y'all so funny. Y'all so funny.
Mm-hmm. I saw her and I listened to her last year on something, and I said, that's not morning coffee.
Oh, no.
That tastes like tea.
Okay. It's tea. Right. Absolute tea, honey. Time out
like,
for tiny little tea leaves and deadly tea.
I said, it's kind of good for you with iron blockers.
Shut up, fool. Not with iron blockers. No, we're not. No, I'm not entertaining you. I am not entertaining that. Okay, wait a minute. I need this to play. I mean, to get to a point where I can have this to share. Is it going to share? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can come up in here. Is it going to share? Because I got the player open, but it's a WeTransfer file. Okay. And so wait a minute. Let me see if I can do it here. Video file. That might be it. Hold on. That might be it. Hold on. I think I found a way to do it.
That's what we all said at 16.
Yeah. Shut up. You dumb. You here?
Kinda.
Okay, where we at? Is it playing?
It is a new day here in College Park.
67 days, and already she done ran to the hills to file a lawsuit against not the city council. She filed a lawsuit against the entire city of College Park.
I'm asking the mayor, let's turn this around and be positive and work with the council who's there now. We are taking our city back and restoring it to what it should have been. No more doing things the wrong way. No more operating above the law without impunity in a non-transparent fashion.
Now we have a mayor who's doing clandestine things behind the scenes. We have a citizenry that's upset because I have never heard as much fever that we have now.
Why is this thing doing this?
We need someone with a vision for College Park, a leader that focuses on doing things the right way, not like it was in the past, but moving us towards and pushing us towards a promising and prosperous future.
Talk, respect, and collaboration is going to move our city forward. So I respectfully request Mayor Motley Broom, please drop the lawsuit.
Let's try to work together. And if she cannot do that, then step aside.
If she is the mediator, where is her damn paper trail to say, I've tried to talk to them, I've gone to them about this, I've gone to them about that, they have not done this, and then maybe somebody could say, oh, she may have a point.
But do not take College Park down in what you deem as your right to do.
Okay. All right.
Well,
I hate that that damn thing is choppy like that, but I'm trying. That was the only way I get it to play.
oh, and my hat's off to you. The vocabulary. Yeah, you made me clutch my chain. Yeah, I'm saying.
You stupid.
I said, boy, you go to when meat speak, you need a thesaurus around this. But anyway, check it out. Oh. I was like, how do you do a masculine Betty? Boop boop a doop. Boy, that's like
You dumb. Okay, I just want you to understand that you dumb today. Yeah. Yes, you are.
But I must say this. Dear Bianca, 8 Crayola box lady, look. You're mad. And I knew when I first saw her, and I even spoke to her before. You didn't even know. I meant to tell you about that. I spoke to her before down there on Main Street.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out. In the right place at the right time, in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So, peep this. I could tell from some of her speeches, some of her campaign methods, some of her, the way she speak, like, who are you to be talking to me? But
Right.
I could tell right then that she didn't quite read the directions on the back of the maxi pad thing. So she has been putting them on the adhesive side up for a long time. So of course, anger and pain goes together. So
No, sir.
did I say something wrong? Did I say something wrong? But that's,
I am not
that's,
with you.
but then I started to think of it. I started to think of it from a maybe, you know how you try to kind of level your thought process with somebody.
Yes.
And then I said, I'm trying to come up with excuses for her. But all I can come up with is I think God got her period reversed. Maybe she's nice every 28 days.
Oops.
So y'all might
have. Oops.
Right. So you might have caught her on the day that she was actually eating some soft foods. I'm just saying.
You better stop.
Hey, bro, not the real talk. If you got to wax your body and your tongue and stuff, that could be an anger situation. So, so she needs to really. What?
Fuck, you know what? Fuck that.
What?
No.
What?
No. I'm not looking at you.
What am I saying?
I'm not even looking at you. I'm not looking at you.
What am I just heard.
Looking at you.
Hey, just heard that she had so much hair in her mouth, her friend didn't know where to put the rose at. So I'm just trying to
listen.
I was like, well, when I found that out, I wanted to call her up and ask her what's buzzing.
You stupid. You stupid. You are absolutely just no.
Well, again, at the same time, she's the mayor, correct? So
right.
You know, Bianca, everybody got their own ways. You setting yours. Okay, so I'm gonna say, you know, good luck in your endeavors, because I don't think it's gonna work out for you, because it's one against the city, and I don't think that's gonna work for you. So, you know, but the fact that you had the balls and the haircut to match the balls to stand up,
right?
You my mentor. Okay, you my mentor. Okay, right. And I just want you to keep Grope alive. Okay, keep Grope alive.
I'm not looking at you. No, I'm not looking at you. I don't even know. I am not looking at you.
But you're gonna have to fund your campaign and your lawsuit with some hair care products.
Listen, we
Bianca Nappy by Rainbow. Huh?
The whole idea of this is that, you know, her supporters came out and we really got into it. One of the girls who was there, Miss Marsha Knox, and I'm calling her out because I had just found out her name from the media outlet person that was there. This was supposed to be a press conference, but none of the local media showed up except for Dominic Huff. Wait a minute, what is Dominic's? Hold on, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to call out his paper.
Hey, give me a second. I'm gonna change the room.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna call out Dominic's name of his paper. And call that Grace and Mercy. Wait a minute. Okay, y'all. I'm looking it up, honey. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second, so that I can come together with it. Okay, and I got it. Hold on. I want to go here, I think. Is that what I want to do? No, go back. I'm going to go there. That's what I want to do. I got a new phone, so I'm trying to make sure I know how to work it right? Home Rules News. That's it. Home Rule News. That's it. Okay. And that's the name. I believe this is his paper that he owns. 10thAmendment.com is his company. 10th Amendment Media, rather, .com. That's the name of his company. And so yeah. That there is where we are. And he was out there for us to cover it and carry on. And he and I talked afterwards. And yeah, he was the one to tell me that the lady who wanted to be very adversarial, and she explained to us that, you know, she is emotionally invested into the thing, and she almost got snipped up because she was like, oh, he can talk now, because I was going to interject something, and it was the way how it was the tone that she said that I almost like to knock the shit out of her ass. Oh, bitch, wait a minute. No, you're not going to tell me when I can and cannot talk, because this is an open forum. Okay. And that's okay. But no, I'm going to talk anyway. But we were able to get some things, I thought, but then we started going round robin, and it wasn't going anywhere, because right now, those who are staunch supporters of our mayor refuse to allow her actions to be put into accountability. They don't want to hold her accountable for the shit that she's done. They always want to point the fingers at everything else that's been done to her, which I get. That's what I was telling her. Listen, we get all that. But y'all not going to sit up here and act as if this heifer is as innocent as you want to paint her to be. I work with her. I know some shit that she does to make some shit happen. I understand all that. Plus, she got acting skills, honey. Now, you're talking to an actor, okay? I understand when she's sitting up there trying to get theatrics and give dramatics and carrying on. Histrionics, that's what they're called, as they're called. Right now, the whole idea that her voice has been silenced is an exaggerated truth because she has ample time to talk. She has ample time to say what she needs to say. As a moderator of an organization, she is the presiding officer. Yes, she is the CEO of the city, the chief executive office. She does all the papers. She's the face of it. She does all that. She does not get a chance to deliberate with the council when it comes down to making the decisions. We've been doing it for so long the wrong way to where now that we're trying to put it into question, she has a problem with it. Now, to be fair, the way that it was done was a little that way. It was an ambush how they did that. Okay, particularly my councilman, Joe Karn, come up and say, okay, we're going to implement this starting now and blah, 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 blah. It was done rather that way. Okay, so the way how it was done was toe up. And yeah, we can all acquiesce to that. But okay, no, that was wrong how you did it. But if we're going to stay on point, this is what needs to be done. And that's what all this was. So we're calling for her to either, and she's not going to drop the lawsuit, but my whole thing is, what if you lose this thing? Everybody banking on her suing, and if she win. But what if she lose the damn thing? Huh? What if she lose this motherfucker? All right. What is that going to say then? Are y'all going to get into the whole idea of now that the council was right in what they did for itself? Would y'all accept that? Because I don't know if the citizenry will accept that. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes a whole big old diatribe over ridiculousness and silliness and carrying on. It's crazy, y'all. It is really and truly crazy. Okay? And right now, as you heard me say, we're 67 days into an administration that's going to be 4 years because mayor is there for 4 years. Okay? So now what? I don't get it. Okay? I don't get it. I've been in all kinds of not arguments, but discussions and carrying on because I'm like, let's be fair. If we go to listen, let's just be fair with it. I'm not saying you're not supposed to feel what you feel, but damn it, let's be fair about it because she's not all that motherfucking innocent. You understand? You understand? Okay. So that there is that. Hold on, I'm writing something down because something came across my desk. And I'm trying to get to this so I can write that. Okay. But in any event, c'est la vie. Okay. That's lovely. That's love. That's love. That is love. That is love. So that's that. I'm waiting on Red to come back because I want to play this video. Wait a minute. I'm sure I muted his mic. He probably could still hear me. I'm going to play this video anyway because I want to get into this particular story. Then I'm going to let y'all go. Oh, yes, let y'all go. Okay. Check this out, y'all.
Memphis mother Jasmine Moss reportedly ran her hair removal business from this home in Westwood, according to police. Although 2 cars were in the driveway, No one came to the door to talk to me about the recent social media post that sparked a Memphis police investigation. I did speak with Melanie Salisbury, the owner of the Memphis Skin Academy in Bartlett.
Myself being a mother, I probably would not have my child as young as 5 doing services such as that.
Moss's social media post showing a 5-year-old girl waxing a nude adult went viral last week. The Memphis Police Department says the images were uploaded to Moss's Instagram account to promote her hair removal service.
In Tennessee, you have to be at least 16 years or older to actually get hours to obtain a license for becoming an esthetician.
Police documents say the post claim her daughter waxed 24 clients for more than 8 hours. Salisbury says waxing is too dangerous for a child.
Even as an adult experienced professional, you can get burns.
To become a licensed esthetician in the state of Tennessee, you must complete 750 hours of training and pass written and physical exams. Salisbury says although it is not illegal to have an esthetician business in your home, there are laws and regulations.
Long as it's inspected by our Tennessee State Board of Cosmetology, they come through and inspect the premises and other things that may surround it with your local code enforcement and things of that sort. For the safety of the public, I always advise my students to work in a professional setting.
All right.
I have a question.
I have an answer, hopefully.
We need to talk about the video stuff when you put it up there because the volume goes so low.
Does it? Because it was fine on my end, so I don't know. I got to see what's up. Okay.
It goes low for everybody.
Okay.
You know what? I don't even know what to say no more about that type of stuff. The esthetician people and all that, because I always wondered, right? I had met one of those estheticians, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a little class you took, I guess it was a certificate, right?
Right.
But she was carrying herself as if she was a full-blown doctor type, right?
Right.
But she couldn't answer none of my questions. And it was all dermatology.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like,
right.
You know that, like, okay, you in charge of the girls, right? I am in charge of the girls. Okay.
Okay, right. Ha ha.
And
right.
To me, that was scary to me. So I started learning stuff myself and seeking other ways. I mean, I've even given my wife a facial before based off of stuff I've learned on my own because I wouldn't dare send you to one of them people now after that experience. Like, you can ask questions and you're the one supposed to have the answer.
And licensed to do so. See, and I think what happens is those kind of questions, if they can't answer those questions, then are they licensed to begin with?
Right.
You know, because that basic questions about the skin and stuff, as an esthetician, that's what you're going to school for, to learn what the hell to do.
Right. And I mean, you could self-proclaim yourself in anything in the world.
Exactly.
I mean, some days you wake up and say, I'm a queen. So, I mean.
Oh, and hold my crown gratefully, graciously.
That's because that's how you feel that day.
And most days, yeah. Uh-huh.
Tomorrow I'm going to be colleges between the hours of 8 a.m. and 11.
Okay, and leave it at that, honey, because we don't know if it's 8 p to 11 a or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna call me Dr. M. Wood.
Watch out now.
First name Morning.
Right. Lord. Listen. Here's where this is for me, because we've heard of some of the similar arguments and stuff before, as far as why is it that you would allow a 5-year-old access to a nude body in that regard?
That is true, because like that's like, okay, like my wife is licensed, beautician and all that, right?
Uh-huh.
How does she look allowing anybody between the ages of 5 and even 11 go over there and bleach? And I'll get to her in a minute.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Even though that's another, you know what I'm saying, that's another level, but it's the same concept. Some things you just don't do when it comes to minors.
Exactly. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
Wanda says traumatizing your child.
Yeah, because
child. Okay.
right, if she walked into PetSmart right now and somebody said, "Here, pussy, pussy, pussy," she's gonna be like, "Ah!" You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not fucking with you. You know what? I'm not fucking. And I set myself up for that. I set myself up for that. I set my own ass up for that. And let you just gab me, because I gave you my hand to walk me through the motherfucking door. You understand? I set my no, you not. No, you not. No, sir. But that was good.
you asked that little girl.
That was good.
You asked that little girl, "Baby, you want a kitty cat?" "I don't want to do it no more, mommy." What?
If you want a piece of chocolate, sugar.
Yeah, baby. Mommy has got one good eye.
Here is where I'm at with it, is the implications behind it, because the idea is I'm teaching my child how to be an entrepreneur. I'm teaching her how to do this because she made her own money. Because I never saw the post, but according to the news reports or whatever, there was another report that said she had said that the girl had made almost $300 that day, right, by doing this and carrying on. So she's trying to pat her on the back and saying, my baby made her own money. I understand it on the surface and what you thought you were trying to do.
I get it at the lemonade stand. Go ahead.
Right, exactly. You understand? Got it. At the same time, we're talking about a 5-year-old who's being exposed to the new body of other women, other this, other. Now, I'm finna get ready to go here.
Uh-oh.
I'm finna go here because y'all want to talk about the rainbow children and how we always breeding and cultivating and.
But I'm saying, Beach, what about Dr. Gyno? Can he take his son to work and let him handle the joystick on a dog?
Exactly.
Can he stick the joystick in a random coochie and dog gonna take pictures?
Listen.
Is he learning the job?
Okay, and that's why that's my point as far as when I'm talking about grooming,
right?
And when we're talking about preparing a child and all of these particular kinds of things, when we talk about what that means to the child, and it's easy to say that we're traumatizing the child, but we don't necessarily know what quote unquote trauma would be. We're projecting what we think the trauma is. Now, a 5-year-old may think that this is normalized because mommy has done this. So the thing of it is how many times have she done this to where this baby is comfortable enough to go up in here and do this? I'm looking at the customers as well. How many times a customer is going to allow a 5-year-old to come up to them and touch them all in their damn areas like that and be comfortable with that shit?
I was getting ready to ask that question. Like, the person laying up there, gapped open, and there's a 5-year-old down there, you know what I'm saying, removing the rainforest.
Right.
Why are you okay? Now, let me ask you this. Since they're so in a hurry to disrupt the life of black men and men in general and pedophilia, this and that, why is it the customer doesn't catch a case themselves?
How about it? And that's exactly okay. Get out of my head, because is the mother totally wrong? because they giving all of that on her because she's the business owner. But the customer said yes to that shit.
Exactly.
The customer said yes.
So is this a thing where two people go murder somebody and they both get the same time?
Okay, right. You understand? And that's where I am with it, because I'm like, wait a minute. How is it that you are comfortable enough to let a 5-year-old, and thank God it was a little girl and not a little boy. Okay. But still, and here, as somebody who is an active member of the Rainbow Coalition, honey. Okay.
You?
No, what a shock.
Well,
Okay.
T-shirt.
As an active member, honey, of the Rainbow Coalition and all of the flashy and shiny alphabet children.
He said all of them, y'all.
Okay, I am trying to understand why is it that we are not a little bit more outraged than we should be. And the reason why is because this is all about, and I know it's subjective and speculative, but damn it, we get blamed for so much bullshit about trying to groom children and carrying on. We don't know what the hell this is. We don't know if this, who's to say that this young girl was not a lesbian in the making, and because your mama done exposed you to vaginas and stuff so early, children don't realize that the body is designed for touch. You know what I'm saying? The body is designed to react to stimulus. So at 5 years old, you go up here, snatch.
All you gotta do is ask girl, do she like
off and the Brazilian wax or whatever down there? So I don't know what it looks like. But doesn't the muscles that carrying on other vagina contract and carrying on? Ladies, talk to me. When y'all get that done, doesn't something go down and happen with you? You get a sensation? And what's to say that who are ever super sensitive to all that, if they didn't squirt, if they didn't whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Well, some women, okay, now let's talk about innies and outies, okay?
There we go. Okay, you right there with me. Go ahead.
Okay, so if you got to peel it back to look into that one good eye, right?
Right.
To get the doggone, the goatee that's around the one good eye around the area, you got to peel it back right there. And you pull it forward, you may get that.
Okay, right.
You may get a super soaker that way.
Right.
But if she's only doing like bikini line type things,
okay,
then she's only taking off the sides, the frontal, you know what I'm saying, the sides straight up the middle thing, you know what I'm saying, leaving a mohawk or something, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, yeah, of course it hurts like hell. Why the shit? They ripping out hair follicles. The wax is there to rip out hair follicles. I've had my eyebrows waxed, child, a couple of times, and shit. That's why it's sensitive there, because shit is red for a reason. That number one, the heat from the wax. Number two, pulled out all them damn hair follicles.
So that's confirmation right there. He was queen for a day. So look, that's what I'm saying.
You dumb. You dumb. I'm not fucking with you. Okay. You dumb.
Why every time I tell the truth, I get time out?
It's official. You just dumb. You just over there with the yellow bus children. Okay.
Well, I've been called worse.
That's what
I've been called white.
The yellow bus children. You special.
You know what?
You
Thank
special.
you. I appreciate that.
You special. Yeah, it's official. It is completely official over here.
But we have a way of finding each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm special. You throw it off, and Naomi's Irish. So,
okay. No, girl, you are not corned beef and cabbage, girl.
Where's me go?
He called you Irish, girl. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Riddle me this, riddle me that.
Right. And so I'm over this because not only I'm looking at the guests and I mean the clientele, that whole the speculative part of introducing this young 5-year-old to sexual identity because you're waxing someone, okay?
I'll tell you what.
And
Let me ask
yes,
you a
I'm
question.
putting the alphabet spin on it because y'all so good.
But I'm going to ask you something on that spin, on this person.
Uh-huh.
You'll be able to answer this because I'm asking you personally, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got this little chocolate chip little boy coming there, look like a little smack, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's coming to wax you,
Right?
Because their staff is busy, and he looks he look like you know what I'm saying? You know, DJ Tiny Tim or
But
DJ.
looking like Tiny Tim dancing like smack, okay?
Now there you go. He walk in there and he be like, "My mama said I'm gonna take care of you and everything, so lay back on the table." What do you do?
Right.
What do you do?
Now, see, me personally,
You paid your money.
I know I paid my money, but I will wait. Because one of the things, no, you will not put me in a precarious situation like that because I used to babysit kids and carrying on, and I had to stop for that reason because I got tired of the implication that, oh, you need to stop leaving your kids around that boy. He could be. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. Because, you know, there's nothing about that. There's nothing that children can do to me and for me but spend my goddamn money faster than me and get on my fucking nerves because they always want something. Okay? So no.
So let me ask you this. You know, those type of things been going on in different professions our whole life, and we never
I
never took a look at it. Like every year, the people take their kids and they sit them on this stranger's lap and ask him. He asks for toys.
Oh, okay, come on.
So I'm trying to figure out if little Timmy or little Tammy ever sat down on the log. You know what I'm saying?
Like, depending on how big the log was, I'm sure.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out did that happen? Like, why they can't stand there and tell that man that? Why they got to sit on the lap?
Why they got to sit on his lap? Exactly. You know, and that there again that's a social construct that we have allowed. Children are supposed to sit on Santa's lap and do X, Y, and Z. Listen, kids don't know what they do, and kids don't know that the body is designed for touch.
Oh, damn! Both mine did not sit on no Santa lap.
Listen, but my point is this: how many times have you had kids who tried to sit on you, but they touched you in that way that they didn't know what they were doing, but you had to get them up off you because it set something off?
Thanks to my martial arts, I stopped that shit before good. I don't even like kids like that. I tolerate them.
You see what I'm saying? Because we, as us, as male children and carrying on, it don't take much. And kids don't know what the hell they doing. All they know is they sitting here, they move the right way, they move the wrong way, or whatever. Next thing you know, you got a fucking Woody and don't know how, but yet I got to get this baby up off of me. No, y'all come get this baby. Okay, come get him. And this, that, and that, because they're the furthest thing from my mind, but the body is designed to react to that kind of stimulus. So here you're going to take this 5-year-old baby because you're trying to teach her about a business, and you're going to, number one, expose her to sexual organs that's not hers. You're not teaching her how to go to the bathroom or whatever. You're not teaching her about her body. This ain't a lesson on good touch, bad touch. You are exposing her to an adult vagina so that she can learn the business. Okay. No. and not knowing what your clients, who your clients are. Because just like you said to me about, okay, little Timmy come up in here looking like who I know Tiny Tim to be, dancing like Smack with the big old titties or whatever, because you know these little boys got these big old titties now. It's ridiculous. So I'm seeing that come up my way, tell myself, oh no, I'm gonna get waxed. No, the fuck, you not gonna touch me. And you only 10 years old, bitch. No, I'm looking at you body-wise, and that's a child. Get this baby up and get away from me.
You're gonna put your eye out.
Because if he touched me in such a, my body's going to react, and my body don't betray me. It's going to react because you touched me like that.
That's only if you hear that music. Touch me in the morning, then just wipe away.
You are weaponizing Diana Ross. No, you're hitting below the belt. You do not weaponize Ross, bitch. You do not weaponize Ross.
Okay, my bad. She's coming out. To remove. She got some hair to remove. Coming out.
No. So because of that, no, honey, no, that does not work.
Yeah, that's the foul on the play, 5-yard penalty.
Okay. And that's why there are child labor laws. Go to jail, then straight to hell. Okay. All right. The client and the mama need to go to jail, period. Okay.
What up, Lance?
Then everybody ain't sanitary. And that's the other thing, honey.
That's true.
How are you doing this? And what's to say, you know, you in number one, I'm coming to your house to get this done. So that's a whole different regime from the kitchen beautician.
Yeah, but what if she the little girl pick her nose and then she put it on your JJ?
Exactly. You know, you talking about kids, child, they done touch any and everything.
Now coochie caught a cold.
You know. You know what? Fuck it. There's too many variables to this, and for the mother to be ambivalent to the charges and looking as if she don't know what the hell is going on, something ain't right.
Something ain't left either.
Something ain't right. Something ain't leveled, and that is where I am with this, because now it has me questioning how many times has this little girl done this? Because apparently she's comfortable with it.
Obviously, she's a pro.
That part.
Yay.
Okay, that part.
And kids like to be destructive, right? So them actually snatching something like that, I mean, that right there is fun and games to them.
Right.
You don't see it as what we see it as adults. You know what I'm saying? You see two kids fall down and they fall on top of each other. Your adult mind say, hey, get off that little girl like that. Because your mind just said his willy whacker went up her skirt or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they're laughing and joking, thinking that it was giggle, giggle, giggle. We were just wrestling and playing. That's my friend.
Exactly.
So where was her adult mind when she sent that 5-year-old to play with that with JJ?
Right. Okay. Right.
But then you might be onto something about the other part.
Well, we don't know who the clients are. We don't know who's lesbian or not. And just like I said, honey, depending, you know, that's a 5-year-old child, but the body is designed for stimulus. Right. The body is designed to react to touch. Good touch, bad touch, or whatever. We don't know. And you're talking about an adult body, an adult vagina being waxed, coming up there, and this 5-year-old innocent hand touched you in a way that can make you wet or whatever. We don't know what that is. But your adult body is ready to handle that because you know what that experience is.
That 5-year-old touch a grown woman like that and make that happen. I need to talk to that 5-year-old. Know what
no, that's just it though. The 5-year-old don't know. All they know is touch.
I want to know your technique, little girl.
It's called listen. It's called softness of the hands and carrying on. Those innocent hands don't know nothing about life yet.
My hands are innocent.
You know what? I'm fuck you. Okay.
Cupcake, come over here.
I work GYN and it ain't and it ain't all that. Okay.
I know that. I know you got, boy, you got, ooh, Lord, she worked
That's
GYN.
Miss Warner, honey. Okay, she said, I worked GYN, honey, gynecology, honey.
She worked
Okay.
GYN. I had to take my hats off to her because I know it's some wolf coochies come up in there, boy. Like, I mean, when it comes, it's like, whoo, the room needs an accent.
Okay. Oh my God, honey. Right. Okay. Spray this bitch
All
down
day,
immediately.
all day long. You need the Febreze? No.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Something that died up in you, girl.
What?
Okay. Something that's dead up in here, honey.
Right.
We need to go up in here and do an appendectomy or something through your cooch.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, woo. Lord have mercy, boy. The devil's a liar and the devil's in you.
All day. Okay, right. All day. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that story right away, right now, because we've been, everybody has been talking about it.
Hey, he said he wanted to touch on that story, y'all. Go ahead.
You know what? Hush. Now wait a minute, because I'm gonna throw my own ass under the bus. To add insult to injury, honey, for lunch today, I had Captain D's.
Yeah, but see, that's cool. That was fish with a D.
See, you understand?
I understood you. I understood.
Juicy, honey. It was juicy. Okay.
Juicy. Okay, I got you.
Juicy. Okay. So,
you know what? You are the most corrupt brother that I have on the team. Every time I get off here, I got to read 4 books, not verses, not chapters, 4 books of the Bible, even though I read them before. It's like as soon as I hang up off of here, my Bible just open up and be like, you know what time it is.
No, do I send you to Bible study?
Yes.
I send you over to the Lord, honey, to read.
You are a Captain Crayola bad influence on me.
Not a Captain Crayola. Okay. Now, how about that for a superhero? Captain Crayola. Okay, bitch, I'm gonna give it to Magenta and Shot.
I'm gonna bust your periwinkle.
Ow! Don't do it. Oh, good evening. Okay. You better know
today's adventures of Captain Crayola.
You better know the difference between aquamarine, teal, and turquoise. That goddamn it, shit. Okay.
That's the sidekicks. Aquamarine, turquoise.
Right. Okay.
Two big buff niggas. One named Aquamarine.
Aquamarine. Teal. Okay. Mauve and Dusty Rose, honey. Okay.
I will shoot them with my jade laser.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You hit them with that. I do. Hey, you hit them with that jade laser.
See there?
You got a double action violet trigger.
See, Jade Hunter and okay, now you real good if you know the difference between Hunter green and emerald green, honey. Hunter, emerald, jade. Okay, yeah, you better know it.
Yeah,
you better know it. You better know it, honey. What Wanna say stop? Okay, she said stop. Just stop. You better know the difference, child. Listen, and I'm finding out new things every day, honey. But yes, y'all want to listen. Here is your homework assignment, children. You want to know your colors the right way? You go get you a 64 box of Crayola crayons. Here, you get you a 64 box of Crayola crayons. Now, if you want to be professional, go get the 128 because they do have those.
The one with the sharpener on the back.
The one with the sharpener on the back. You want to really learn your colors. You will understand the difference between white, eggshell, and ecru. Okay?
Exactly.
And cream. You understand? You will learn that. You will learn the differences between tangerine, orange, peach.
What's the difference between black and caviar?
Ha. Ooh.
Yeah.
And midnight.
And
Black caviar midnight.
Yeah.
Give it. You better dig it. Okay? Dig it. Dig that.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you buy them at a predominantly white store, those three colors will be nigger, negro, and nigga.
Oh.
Oh, did you get it on you?
No, I'll swallow.
Gotta go. No.
Come back.
No.
Hey, no, come back.
Oh,
Don't run now. Come back.
Oh. No. No, you stay over there with your glory hole jokes. Oh, no.
Oh, good Lord Jesus. Okay.
All right, let's let these people go because I know.
Okay, right, Wanda. Okay, listen. I've always been that way. It's always that 100 that'll shut everything down, child. It's always that one. Listen, we're gonna let y'all go because child, this is a 3-hour show. Good God, how that wasn't trying to go on. Okay. Now listen.
Now hold on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Let's close out because I need to tell you something.
Okay.
All right.
I got to go watch Ruthless. I have not watched Ruthless yet. I should have watched it 2 days ago. I mean, earlier, but I have not watched my Ruthless yet. So I got to go watch Ruthless and
take a cold shower first.
Oh, okay. I really want to go around here because they got the little boy dancers around the corner here, but I don't have no tip money because this is the bill check, honey. All the bills got to be paid and carried on. So listen, we're going to let you guys go because it is Friday and we are up on the witching hour. So those of y'all trying to go out still, who always love to make an interest at 12 o'clock, because that is the witching hour. I'm going to let y'all go do your thing. Listen, if you love me like you say you do, honey, listen, like, subscribe, and to share. Get all your family and your friends to come on over, like, subscribe, share. Y'all been doing all kinds of little emojis and carrying on. Y'all been liking it. I love it. Thank you so much. But, honey, if you hate me like you say you do, honey, then you can tell all of your motherfucking enemies to come over here to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, you better give it, honey. Okay, Atlanta Hot Radio, you better do it. You better do it. Wait a minute, let me solo you. Do it again. I'm going to solo you. I'm going to solo you. Do it again. Do it again. Look at that. Okay, Atlanta Hot Radio. Atlanta Hot Radio. What you know about Atlanta Hot Radio, children? The children. The children child. The children child. Okay?
Oh, wait a minute.
That's
Hold on.
our brother station over there, honey. AHR. Oh, you know what? See, you gonna make me get one of those for Dishing T, for WTEA. Don't do it. Don't do it. I want to say what's T, bitch. Don't do it. Don't do it. And wait, that you know what? Wait a minute, because knowing you like I know you, bitch. If it's in the mail already, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your ass with a real hot lasagna noodle, a whole box.
Long as it's
I know
limp,
you.
we good.
Huh?
Long as it's limp, we good. We good. If that nigga hit you with a hard noodle, you gotta start questioning shit.
I'm dead.
Wait, clear?
Right. Listen, children, listen, honey, everything that we're doing over here, you may finish all of your crumpets, honey, because the tea has been dished. And you've been dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats. And my co-host over here, honey, the Minister Lavelle, honey, the big guy ally over there, honey. Y'all know him otherwise as Big Red. But that's the big guy ally over there. In the absence of Aunt Nikki, who's at work at the moment, honey, she's going to return soon. And she came in the other day, honey, and that was so fun to have all of us back. But listen.
She's feeling a little turbulence right now. Go ahead.
Okay. Was that turbulence or the neutron dance? Wait a minute. But anyway, everything that we're doing over here, honey, in any way, shape, style, form, or fashion, honey, will move forward. As you saw, Atlanta Hot Radio, honey, is over there on Live 365, honey, coming soon. WTEA, honey, What's Tea is coming to fruition very soon. That's our own radio station, darling. It's coming. And we got a whole bunch of things coming down the pipeline for you. This is my birthday season, honey. This is chapter 54 for me. And I thank you guys for loving on me the way that you do. So until the next time, wait a minute, I'm still not ready with this damn
happy birthday
outro.
From the fifth flow.
Okay. You understand. So with all that being said, darlings, thank you so much, honey. And we will see you guys on the next time. So until then, honey. And scene, honey.